Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. It is Tuesday. In case you thought we recorded this, we are live on September 4th, 2020. And boy, this COVID, huh? I mean, it is just
fucking awful.
Another lockdown? I mean, God, whatever happened to 2 weeks to slow the spread?
I know.
Oh, man, I feel like we're getting hoodwinked. But I do hear that in a few months, they've got a vaccine that they're about to roll out.
Yeah,
and that's going to end the whole thing.
I think so. I think that's hope for all of us.
So I'm really excited about that vaccine. The presidential race seems really, really close. But they're going to allow mail-in ballots. I feel like that could fuck with things.
A little bit.
Yeah, I feel like those mail-in ballots could cause a problem. Like, what if... And look, I understand this is a worst-case scenario. This would never happen. But, like, let's say one candidate looks like they're going to win in a blowout on election night. Like, they're just ahead in every state. And they're just kicking ass and taking names. And then all of a sudden, overnight into, like, the next afternoon, the other guy, for, like, the first time ever in recorded history, pulls ahead, like, 36 hours after the polls opened.
Oh, boy.
Wouldn't that be fucking weird?
I think that'd be really strange.
Oh, my God.
I
bet
think
you
that'll happen.
That could lead people to question the legitimacy of the election.
It's not going to happen.
They'd have to, like, threaten to take away people's Facebooks and Twitters and, like, threaten them with jail time. And there would have to be some kind of, like, some big event that they could justify, shutting you down for questioning those things.
Yeah, I see where you're going.
Because, like, it would seem pretty reasonable if, like, to demand answers if a guy was way ahead when you went to bed, and then you woke up and he was still a little bit ahead, but then by the middle of that day, like, he had lost.
Everyone's a bit weirded out by this,
right? Like, people would find that a little weird if that happened. But, again, this is September of 2020.
We don't know yet.
There's no way this would ever happen.
That's what I think. I think you're worrying for nothing.
Like, all these people are like, if they allow mail-in ballots, couldn't it corrupt the election? And I'm like, no.
I think we're going to get a vaccine that'll cure everyone of COVID. The election's going to go fine. Nothing fucky going on.
How is it that... Okay. Wait a minute. Now that we're doing this time machine show, how is it that we were more hopeful in the midst of COVID lockdowns than we are now? We're free of COVID lockdowns. We're free of vaccine mandates and masks and everything else. And we're just living in the wreckage of all of that shit. Like, I never thought I'd say this. We were actually more optimistic and happy during COVID than we are now.
I would say that's not only because we're living in the wreckage. It's because we're all absolutely scorned now. We don't trust anybody, even more so than we didn't before.
What I mean. We're living in the post-bombing wreckage.
We cannot be optimistic right now.
Yeah. Don't worry, the time capsule show continues here. I hear we're getting another stimulus check. I mean, that's exciting because we'll get that free money. And there's not any way that's going to have a negative impact on the economy in the long term.
I think that sounds great.
Like, I heard someone say, it could lead to crazy inflation. It's like, shut the fuck up.
I mean, if we're going to hand out free checks, why don't we cancel everyone's student loans too, right?
Okay, well, now you're talking crazy. I don't think they're ever going to do that.
I think that's just something you should do.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
What?
But, Just like the people who are saying, we're going to get all this inflation with these checks. It's like, come on, knock it off.
I bet there's absolutely no chance we get involved in any wars in the near future. We certainly don't send a bunch of shit overseas to anyone.
Right, like, it seems like everything's pretty peaceful. I mean, we're getting out of Afghanistan. That should go great.
Fuck yeah.
Iraq, we've dwindled down to nothing. I'm sure there won't be any controversy there. It seems like Saudi Arabia's keeping everybody happy. And the Queen of England will reign for another decade. She's doing great, isn't she? I saw her on TV the other day. She's going to live to at least 100.
I think her and Betty White are going to have a tea party on their 100th birthday.
I saw her next to her sons. What the fuck is the guy's name?
George?
Not George. Who's her son?
Oh.
What the fuck is the king's name?
Everyone forgot about his name.
What the fuck is the king's name?
Stan.
Marcus? King Marcus?
Rico.
King Rico. I believe it's Rico. Oh my God, why can't I remember Harry and William's Charles? There we go.
Okay.
Charles. Yeah, I don't think that guy's going to become king anytime soon. Certainly not 2 years from now to the day.
Oh, he'll probably die before he ever sees the crown.
For sure. Absolutely. And then his brother, Andrew, he looks great. You know, he's not going to be caught up in anything.
Andrew would be a great choice.
Oh, yeah. If they need a backup, that guy's
backup
fine.
dancer? On pizza night?
Dirty Major Woody with $5. Thank you very much. That's going to start things off. To the evening show audience tonight, I have to discuss something very bad with you, and then we'll get on to all the good stuff. The evening show audience last night left you with a giant hole, but don't worry, the morning show audience addressed some of it today. 335.
Okay.
The goal right now. There's PayPal in the chat. If you want to contribute there, that's what knocks it down the fastest. Otherwise, super chats and memberships are a great way to do it as well. There you go. Laying it all on the line for you. 335. The evening shows are behind. Tomorrow night's at 385. We finished 170 behind last night. So it was a bit of a rough one, and we're hoping tonight goes a little bit better. Remember, if we hit that goal, it means the company's breaking even, and we give you 30 minutes of overtime. So let's see how you guys deal with giant gaping holes.
If we could just fuck it early on, that'd be good.
Just fuck the gaping hole right in its
Please.
ass. All right, leave it gaping even more, like
Right
it had,
away.
like it was given nitrates.
Leave it wanting more.
Yes, leave it oozing with cum. Thank you very much to Alex D for a $10 super chat. He says, I got a promotion today, so I'm making it lightly sprinkle. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex.
Congratulations to Alex.
Congrats.
We have to talk about one thing while you guys address the gaping hole right now. While our gaping hole gets filled.
Looks like Krispy Kreme in here.
Balls and Wieners, I never said that was the guy this morning. And from what I've been hearing, that is being addressed this week. So, yes, I will be much happier after that's done. But I didn't say that was the guy. I did not say that was the guy. That was me rubbing the chair. Fucking calm down. Let me do a fucking show. Don't just accuse me of farting all the fucking time.
I didn't say anything.
Let me do a goddamn show. I got a bunch of funny shit tonight. I got a bunch of gossip and drama.
Yes.
I got news stories. I got inflation. We get to make fun of Taylor Lorenz. Don't be looking at me like I'm
I've
shitting my
said
pants every
nothing.
10 seconds. I got a mouthful of Novocaine. I'm talking like Rocky Balboa. My F sounded like this today. That's how my F sounded today because I was full of Novocaine. I was going. Exactly. Mr. Nobody says, I'll take a stab at the gaping hole. Thanks, buddy. 320.
Thank you.
Away from our goal tonight. There we go. Thank you. And $10 from Sam over there on PayPal. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to watch the dead naming. Oh, wait. His name is Sam on YouTube as well, so I think it's okay. I got in trouble for dead naming, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
You got a message. You want to tell people what
I got in trouble on your behalf.
You got in trouble on my... Yeah, I upset someone today. I didn't mean to. Tell them what I did.
Well, there's certain crazies around that people want to watch out for, so they don't like their real names out there.
Okay.
So basically you said somebody's real name last night and they're like, could you stop? I put it in my notes. Read the note first.
Fuck me to death. Thank you to Sam. He says, I stopped caring about England on July 4th, 1776. Wow, you're fucking old, buddy. That is a long, long time ago.
Old soul.
All right, 310 away from our goal. See, now it's just like a regular evening show, pretty much. So thank you guys for fucking that right in the ass. Balls Deep with 750. He says, is it in? I don't know if it's in, but it's getting there. That's for sure. That gaping hole is being addressed.
By a lot of guys.
Yeah, a lot of guys are addressing our gaping hole this evening. And now the hole is gone. Now we've just got the regular goal. 305
just the normal,
away.
not gaping hole.
Now it's just the balloon knot is back because the gaping hole has been addressed. Now we've retained our tautness.
Okay.
In the anal cavity.
It's a little more pushed.
Yes, exactly. A gaping hole like a few women on Hennepin Avenue, says Need Trump.
Oh, my God.
Balls and Wiener says, April is my queen. Fuck
Oh,
Elizabeth.
thank you, Balls and Wieners.
Very sweet, Balls and Wieners. That is the sweetest thing I've ever heard a man named Balls and Wieners say to anybody.
It's my favorite name.
Rusty Grammer says, Aaron doxed me too, and now I have lawsuits piling up and can't donate anymore. God damn it.
You see what you're doing to us?
I'm sorry about that, guys. Dirty Major Woody says, I can't fill the hole, but I'll go in there with the rest of you. Oh, how do you like that?
Does that mean they're all touching in there?
That means they're all just touching dicks, donating to our show, knocking out our goal. $295 away. Oh, there's another one coming in here. Hold on. Cody says, sorry, I'm a little late, and gives us 9/11. That's very sweet. Never forget that Cody gave us 9/11 on 9/13. So that puts us at 290. The Tigger Deck next door with a $20 super chat says, I'll put something in the gaping hole. Thank you very much, buddy. 275 away from our goal tonight. So you guys have filled in the gaping hole. Now you're just addressing the orifice, is how it's working.
My God.
There you go.
Thank you.
Samuel says, April said my name on this show. She owes me a romantic evening. Oh, man. I always forget the rules, you know?
He's a veteran. You going to allow that?
Oh, no. You guys are fucked 6 ways to the weekend.
That sounds fun.
Fit for a straitjacket, the whole lot of you. Oh, my God. I see you panhandling there on the corner all the time. You're all vets, too. That's the weirdest thing. All those guys holding signs, they're all veterans.
Are you accusing Sam of being a panhandler on the corner?
They're all the panhandlers. Look, all the panhandlers I see on the corner, amazingly, all of them serve this country. And I don't think any of those crazy drug addicts on the corner would lie about that.
Do you hear that, Sam? You peddle on the street.
And they all just need a bus ticket.
Where?
Yeah, be classy with your panhandling. At least tell some jokes and then beg for money like we do. I mean, my God.
Where do you think they're going when they get that bus
to
ticket?
hell.
Right to hell.
They're all going to hell. They're going to put a bunch of drugs in their bodies and then die and burn in hell because God doesn't like weak people.
Fuck, that's tragic.
Oh, well, not if it's not you. Thank you, Dirty Major. What he says, here's my contribution to the baby we'll end up making. That got street level. Thanks, buddy.
Which one of you is the father? Can you imagine if you're just like having a 6-way?
All I can say is if it turns out black, I'm going to be fucking mad.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't, what? Oh, fucking this hole.
Are you
if
talking
our
about
show
me?
gets pregnant. No, I meant if our show gets pregnant and I get a black co-host again because it never works out well.
No, it doesn't.
Kraken Slappin with a $9.99 super chat says, I hear there's a hole that needs to be filled. Oh, thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
265 away from said goal today.
Very
All right.
sexual tonight.
Balls Deep says, if enough people dump their loads in there, the show might start crying. Mr. Nobody with 10, but only because the show misses its father.
Yeah,
and they never made amends.
Then the show has to follow someone around for forever too, until they show them some attention.
Exactly. Mr. Nobody with $10 says, "Here's my chip in for Plan B." That's true. We could fuck the hole, and then go to Plan B, or go, take some Plan B.
We do need Plan B after tonight.
Citizen M says, Aaron fucked that up. Did you see April's face? Yeah, I went racial before we were ready, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I jumped the race gun.
I was like, whoa. Well,
there was a Black Lives Matter hard count, and I jumped off sides.
I haven't seen one of our 3 in here tonight.
Oh, thank God. I know, now we've got 3 black people. This is getting really tough for me to juggle.
I know.
I mean, my God. $2 from Ricky Spanglish. He said, did someone say gaping hole? I mean, only like every night, but tonight more specifically to the goal. Rupert 112 with $9.99 says, sure, let's focus on your gaping hole. You're being very selfish. All right, 245 away from the goal. Thank you guys for knocking that out. There's the PayPal link in the chat again as we try to keep that updated. Standalone Cakehorn says, Omaha! Omaha! I should start calling racial audibles.
You should.
Every time I jump the gun on a race joke, I should just start shouting Omaha.
Oh, wait. 30-second timeout. Think about what you
No,
just
if it ends
said.
up being black, I'm going to be mad. And April goes, what'd you say? And I, Omaha! Omaha!
It's being reviewed.
Blacks are good. Blacks are good. Omaha! I have a good cadence. I should have gotten in shape earlier in life. I could have been a quarterback. Who knows?
Are you in shape?
No. In better shape than I was a year ago.
Actually, your mouth is in good shape tonight.
Ah, yes. I got a root canal today. I know the only thing more fun than a root canal is someone telling you about it.
Actually drilling out 4 roots.
I got to tell you guys, I have never been more excited in my life to sit down and have another human being drill me. It was, and I've been excited about that before, but never more excited than today. I told the dentist, who was like, I explained to her, to April, I said she was like a 60-year-old Yoda dentist. She was the greatest. She was the second best dentist I've ever had in my life.
Second?
Well, yeah, when you have the dentist who spends 6 hours on his day off in an emergency thing fixing these when they break off, that guy's got to be your favorite best dentist.
I guess.
Yeah. And then this one, though, she walked me through it. She shot me up 4 times with Novocaine. I mean, she just jammed
I hate that
Oh,
feeling.
the first one's not bad, but the rest of them, just like, yeah, overload me. Absolutely. I was talking like this for the rest of the day. That's what my F sounded like because there was too much Novocaine. I couldn't feel the side of my mouth.
You feel it, or you sound like a filly.
I was just going, and it was kind of fun because I couldn't control it.
Why?
I was ordering.
Your mouth doesn't just do that.
I went to Burger King after because that's what you do after you get your terrible teeth worked on. You get a Dr. Pepper, 2 cheeseburgers, and French fries. Shut the fuck up. I don't
You
need
got
your
2
goddamn...
cheeseburgers?
Listen, you bitch. I don't need your fucking judgment, okay?
2?
They're small cheeseburgers.
Oh my God.
340 calories
Oh
apiece.
my God, man.
680 calories on there. If we go 200 for the small fries, that's 880,
don't
and then
get
the
their
soda.
Fries. Stop getting their
I
fries.
probably packed in about 1,100 calories for lunch today.
You have to trade out the onion rings for Burger King fries. They're gross.
Balls and Wiener says, did you still gag with all that Novocaine in your mouth? No. I handled it like a champ.
He deep-throated all
Oh,
of
man.
it.
The only time, like, this tooth has bothered me for so long. For a year now, they've been working on it. And when they started drilling, I was just like, thank fucking God, I'm so happy this is happening. The only times I really cringed was when you hear the cracking.
Ooh, I don't like
When
that.
they're really getting through and opening it up and you hear crack, crack, crack. I'm like, oh, God, like you can't feel it, but you can hear it. And you're like, oh, shit, that's no good. And then when they really start drilling into that tooth, you get that referred nerve pain. Like you get that tinge
Stop
over
it.
here.
My mouth's tingly
You go
right
boom,
now.
and then you get like a wave that comes over here, and you're like, oh, shit, they must be really digging in there. But they dug in, they fixed my mouth, and thank God. I'm so happy. I'm starting to feel pain now. But
Well, I'm happy that
they
you're happy.
said for a week that's going to fucking hurt.
I'm happy you're
Just
happy.
take some Advil, and you should be good.
Yes,
But,
and he had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 canals drilled out.
yeah, they said they found 3 roots, and then they found a 4th little one. So I had 4 roots that they needed to canal. So
Fuck.
I was very excited. Yeah, I was able actually with my mouth like this. I was able to cover most modern rap songs, which was nice. And in honor
I'm
of the
glad
guy,
I missed
yeah,
that.
in the honor of the guy who got shot at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, I went ahead and did one of his songs. Who was the guy who just got killed? Had you heard of that guy?
P&B Rock. I've not.
P&B
I've
Rock,
not
peanut
heard
butter
of him anymore.
rock,
Peanut butter rock.
peanut butter rock.
Doesn't sound very hard.
He got whacked at a fucking Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which, look, I'm not trying to blame the guy for dying, for getting killed, right? But if you're a rapper making great money, stop going to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Right, don't you want to go to upscale places where there's security and
Or
shit?
look, if you're a piece of shit and you just love Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, like I imagine Kid Rock likes KFC still.
DoorDash.
DoorDash it.
Yes.
So now PB&J Rock is gone.
PB&J Rock.
PB&J Rock is no longer with us, so whatever he was going to be in the music world, we're never going to know because they took PB&J Rock away from us, in my opinion,
soon.
far too soon.
And now, didn't his girlfriend have to watch that too? So now she's totally fucked. the
Yeah,
rest of
they
her
totally murder cucked her. It was a murder
Wait, what?
cucking. Wait, I got it. 2 black guys drill man in front of his girlfriend. It's a Pornhub title for a shooting.
Life. Oh my God.
2 BBCs drill black men in front of his
Do you
girlfriend.
do you think there's like a violence category on there somewhere?
Oh, wait, allow me. Omaha, Omaha. Black on black crime is a serious problem. Omaha, Omaha. I think my racial audibles are going to save this show someday.
Someday.
Uh,
Keep
thank-
working on it.
Thank you very much to What's His Nuts. I almost dead named somebody.
Very good.
But I read it here on my screen. Thank you to What's His Nuts for the 25 on PayPal. Appreciate that. That's good. Hey, look at that. The goal is at 220 already tonight. You guys are a
Very
fancy,
nice.
fancy bunch. Thank you very much. The opposite of last night. We appreciate the bounce back. Thank you very, very much. Dub says, did they describe the skin color of the suspects? All right, look, I will entertain that sarcasm on a normal story, but a black rapper got shot at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. We don't even need the joke this time.
It was definitely a chicken and waffles place. Who
It
do you
was-
think did it?
It was a Korean, of course.
I did it.
I agree with Bumbaclo.
I was gonna say a Chinaman.
Jesus Christ. Omaha, Omaha. We now say Asian people. Omaha. April, you don't say Chinaman.
That's a person from China.
No, that's what they called it in the 40s.
I didn't know that was a mean thing to do.
Oh my God, yes. You didn't.
Well,
April's, guys,
aren't I just a meanie head?
listen. April's fucking naivete towards all things sensitivity and race is, I love it. It's
I
my
don't know
favorite
what's
thing in
bad.
the world. April just said Chinaman and she didn't even know that it was like she was being funny.
No,
You thought that was the right thing to call them.
they're from a country. What? You know what? Kind gentleman of Asian descent. Does that work?
There you go.
Fuck.
What do you call black people?
I'm always
Coloreds?
so like, you make
Omaha!
me so...
Omaha! Colored is an outdated term. Omaha!
You make me question my entire life sometimes. So I'm like, I didn't know this was mean to say.
Oh, it makes...
And I'm a little thing from Litchfield where
Yeah.
like, that's probably okay there.
Bumbaclo is right. April Gillis over here. Jesus.
No.
I see April get out of the shower. I always thought she was drying her eyes, and this was a more effective way to do it. But she always goes, "Oh, I feel so clean."
You can't do that.
What? My eyes hurt. I was rubbing my temples. I have a headache.
Oh my God, nothing I've ever said is mean. That
I
was
had
bad.
dental work done. I was rubbing my eyebrows, rubbing my
would
temples.
never do such a
Oh,
thing.
my head hurts so bad.
I was giving the kind gentleman credit to his country of descent.
Okay.
That's what I was doing. You were just being insensitive.
Omaha! Omaha! Never pull at your eyes! Omaha!
I disavow Aaron.
Who started that bit? I got to give credit to the person who started the Omaha. I think it was, oh, God damn it, I'm going to get this. It was fucking Cock McGee, I think.
They're right there.
What's his name?
Standalone Cake Horn.
Standalone Cake Horn. That was the guy. That was him. Thanks, Standalone Cake Horn. I'm going to use the shit out of that bit. Believe me. 220 away from our goal tonight. You guys have done a great job. All right, so we got a lot more out of PB&J Rapper than we thought. What was his name?
Apparently, I'm insensitive.
What was the
PB&J Rock.
PB&J Rock. Rest in peace, PB&J Rock.
I'm gonna eat one for you later, buddy.
Yeah, we should have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to honor
That sounds so good.
PB&J Rock.
Now, do we cut the crust off like Walter White? Do we have to? And then it's like one of them Uncrustables.
There is something oddly satisfying when he does that.
It's so...
Yeah.
Well, to me, the sandwich is like symmetrical then. Plus, it's like super gooey because there's no like chewy crust.
Let's do the checklist here. Do we have peanut butter?
Yep.
Do we indeed have jelly? We've got like 6 jars laying around somewhere. They got to be there somewhere.
I don't have jelly. I don't have jelly. Somebody drop off jelly for me.
Somebody's running out and getting jelly after the show because you don't tease
Shut
me with a
up.
fucking PB&J Rock tribute sandwich and then not
What
do
flavor?
it. Ooh, that's a good one. Grape or strawberry?
Those are the only 2 acceptable answers.
Yeah,
Blackberry's good too, or boysenberry. I like that.
Ew, you're a fucking old
I was going to
person.
say, if you say orange marmalade, you're dead.
Oh, I love a good orange marmalade. I like to put it on a knife and shove it up my asshole. God, do I love marmalade.
It does make your breath smell better.
KF says, I know you aren't an Alex Stein fan, but he did just confront Crenshaw again, and I hate the one-eyed Zyoclops. I don't know. Alex Stein is fine in small doses. Put it that way. All right, I think we're good on the PB&J. Fucking. Someone said choke cherry jelly.
Choke cherry's not bad.
All right.
That's a good one.
Honestly, never heard of it.
How about some gooseberries?
Oh, you know what? James J. Weed is right. We got to cancel this right now. It's got to be grape. Since it's for PB&J Rock, since it's for a rapper, I think we have to go with grape jelly.
We were so stupid.
Yeah.
Phoenix said the same thing.
And now, wait a minute. If it's... what's the cheap one?
What do
Jam or
we-
jelly?
Jelly.
Okay, we'll get grape jelly in honor of...
Why do we have to get the
PB
cheap one? He was rich, remember?
Yeah, but he was also... Well...
Now
shot at
what
Roscoe's
kind of drink?
chicken and waffles.
What
Don't ask me what kind of drink. I don't
kind
need...
of drink should we get? To
We have
wash down our
already been
PB&Js?
insensitive tonight, all right?
How is that an insensitive question?
Fine. Robitussin, Arizona iced tea, and Skittles.
Weird combination.
Lean, motherfucker.
You don't do
We're gonna have-
Arizona tea.
We're
in
going to have
lean?
lean
What is wrong with
and
you?
a peanut butter and jelly sandwich
There's no tea
to
involved.
say goodbye to PB&J Rock.
There's no tea in lean.
PB and Johnny Rock.
You dumb shit.
That's what PB&J Rock stood for. Isn't that lean?
There's no tea in lean.
I thought lean was codeine.
You gotta get like some Sprite.
See, I thought it was codeine, iced tea, and Skittles.
No, there's never been iced tea in that. Do you know how disgusting?
Which one is
that?
that? Why did Trayvon Martin have the...
Probably because that's all he had
Iced
on
tea
him
with
was
the-
iced tea.
Okay. All I know about lean and shit is from Trayvon Martin.
That's really weird.
What
I
is-
feel like everyone should only know it from Lil Wayne.
Codeine containing cough syrup, soda, hard candy, occasionally alcohol, and antihistamine, promethazine. All right. Codeine is derived from the
Soda.
opium poppy plant. All right. All right, what is in drank? I want to know that one.
It's the same thing.
It is? Fuck, then why did that
are you
little
not
fuck...
up on things?
All I know is the black kid who got shot has iced tea, and they said he liked to drink lean.
Ugh.
What the fuck? Bomba Close says, lean got me fucked up. I hear you, brother.
I've never had lean.
I hear you.
Have you?
I've never taken Robitussin for anything other than its prescribed suggested use.
I've enjoyed a good shot of NyQuil before bed.
Yeah.
I get weird.
Here, let's, if you were ever playing Guess Who, you want to know what color the...
Jesus.
If you want to know if you wanted to know what color the person was without just outright asking, get ready for an Omaha. If you want to know what color the person was...
Omaha.
No. You got to do it after I say
No, you got to
it.
stop.
So look, if you want to know, if you're playing Guess Who and you want to know what race the person is without asking what race they are, here's the question you ask. Ready to be sensitive?
Mm-mm.
Would this person know what Robitussin tastes like when they don't have the sniffles? Omaha! White people can recreationally drink cough syrup too. Omaha!
Oh, yeah. You ever heard of Riff Raff? It's his favorite drink.
Oh, sorry. Well, there you go.
Have you ever looked him up before? That guy is weird. That guy is fucked up.
Yule Gibbons says, the lean I've had is just Gatorade, codeine, and Sprite. LOL, that's that purple drink. Okay, well, Yule Gibbons, you're supposed to be in the woods eating grape nuts. What the fuck is wrong with you? Urban culture has defiled Yule Gibbons. Dub says, I have had Oxy. I miss it, sorta, yet glad to be off it.
I had Oxy after my big surgery, and it was wonderful.
I'll say this about Oxy. I had it once for a wisdom tooth. I get it.
I do too. Oxy after surgery was fantastic, and Percocet was just a little better.
I know it. I got to know it from the wisdom tooth thing. I took it. It was great. I didn't have any need to go any further with it.
Well, that's what most non-addictive people are.
And I did not illegally sell them to anybody.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Made a nice little chunk of change. People love that shit. Maximum satisfaction. Well, that's true.
You probably shouldn't be just saying that.
I didn't get my dick sucked either by a homeless man for them.
Well, that's where you and I differ.
Nice dick. Maximum Satisfaction says, is this guy a KKK member? No, I don't work for the FBI. Jesus.
I think he called you a babe.
Do I look like a Fed? Maximum Satisfaction? Jesus Christ. This guy shout, but the girl is a babe. No,
I thought he called you a babe.
No, he's saying you're a babe. I shout. I'm a shouter.
You're shouting?
Well, I'm so excited about the great audience I get to do a show for, like you, Maximum
They make you want
Satisfaction.
to shout?
Throw my hands up and shout.
Throw your drink up and shout.
Throw my lean up and shout. Come on now, shout. Fry my chicken up and shout. Eat my collard greens and shout. Make some black-eyed peas and shout. Omaha! All of those foods can be eaten by white people. No race has a monolith on any kind of food. Omaha! All right, let's take a call from Max. This is a terrible...
April's Parents Hobby Farm.
What's up, April's Parents Hobby Farm?
Hey, Aaron, just calling to check in. We had a meeting tonight at 7:30. Are you going to make it tonight?
No, and it was my night to bring the snickerdoodle salad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck my ass. I'm sorry, buddy. I got to make a living, too.
That kind of fucked everything up. But
yeah. Well, before a minority takes my job, am I right, buddy? Omaha! Yeah.
We're also having a meeting next Tuesday. You are scheduled to bring the salad, not a dessert salad, like a noodle salad.
Sure.
With only white sauce, right?
And also, we need 5 gallons of gasoline and some 2x4s.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I got that in the garage. I'll bring it out for you, buddy.
Down. All right. Thanks, Aaron.
Yep. Wonder what he needs with that.
I'm surprised they asked you to bring snickerdoodle salad. That doesn't seem white enough.
And for dessert, we will be having white cake. It's my favorite line in Django.
They don't allow devil's food cake in that house.
Oh, no. There was a funny Mad TV sketch called Malcolm X in the Middle. They did a parody. Malcolm in the Middle was huge at the time, so they made Aries Spears Malcolm X. And he goes, tell me why devil's food cake is black, but angel's food cake is white.
That is a good question.
That's a great sketch, by the way. Fucking Malcolm X in the Middle.
I don't like it when they have a point.
That is some Nation of Islam shit that makes you wonder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let's continue on with the chat here. Nate says, can you shout out my Polish friend Tomasz? Of course. Hello, Tomasz. Jak się masz? I think that's Polish for shut up, you fucking cunt. Yule Gibbons says, but have you ever eaten 12 plus triple C's? Standalone Cakehorn says, have my pants hang and shout. I didn't know people were going with this bit. Sorry. Bumbaclo says, throw my waffles up and shout. Not pay child support and shout. Come on now. Come on.
Going out for smokes and shout.
Be late for a job interview and shout.
Stop it.
Anybody can be late for a job interview.
I've been late for...
Except Mexicans, am I
Probably
right?
no
Omaha.
job interviews.
Omaha.
Damn it, Aaron.
Oh, my bad. Thank you to Rupert with $4.99 super chat. Says, you know how we get when we're angry. Jesus.
Wait,
And
what?
Informal Warfare says, Omaha. YouTube he's only kidding. Please don't take away the show. Omaha. I Sneeze is not a guy I should be taking a call from right now.
No.
All right, let's see what he says.
God damn
I
it.
sneeze profanities.
I Sneeze, I need you to take a deep fucking breath, and I need you to calm the fuck down, and I need you to think about whether or not you really want to talk about what you want to say.
All I was saying is tell Anal Maximus I've RSVP'd. I will be bringing the mac and cheese with no seasoning
All right,
whatsoever.
all right, thank you, buddy. You got to hang up on I Sneeze when he gets a good one in there. You got to just go, all right, fucking good, thank you, appreciate it, good to
That
go.
one was calm.
My curiosity is piqued. 210 away from our goal, thanks to those two generous fuckers a moment ago. 210 away from the goal tonight. Thank you guys very, very much. Of course, there's
you.
PayPal, there's Super Chats, and there's memberships. All right, we're going to the well one too many times here. All right, no. I Sneeze, when I hear shouting in the background of your call, I just hang up immediately.
That was
just to
I
be
Sneeze
sure.
again.
Yeah.
Stop it when you're ahead, please.
Balls and Wiener says, throw my ashy hands up and shout. Well, anybody, if they're dry, anybody can have ashy hands.
Yeah.
Even more says, how are you guys not canceled? I love it here. Because we're kidding. I was only kidding, honey.
Yes, I hope YouTube still loves us.
I was joking completely. Mersh says the N-word, for God's sake. I think
What?
we're fine. Oh, yeah.
How is that even cool?
Wow.
He just kind of lost a few points to me.
Why?
Because he's a white dude on YouTube saying the N-word. That seems so hack.
What fucking business of it is yours? He says it with an A.
That's still hack. You're
Oh.
white. Stop
I see you
it.
misjudgmental. You said Chinaman today, all right?
I
Who the
didn't
fuck
know that
are
was
you?
offensive.
Oh, so you're dumb. You get to play dumb blonde white girl.
No, I just...
And then everything's okay.
Again, country of Oregon. Oh, Oregon.
Country of Oregon. Wow, way to prove you're a fucking bright one.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, country of Oregon, go.
It is under attack from the homeless.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
You're just going to let it go there?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Balls and Wieners. Rob a liquor store and shout, come on now.
We need beers for this. What kind of beer specifically?
Go grab me a Blue Moon. Oh.
Do we have any?
Throw Old English up and shout, come on now. Yeah, go get me a Blue Moon or I'll fucking... And shout.
No. Please.
Oh, Blue Moon, please. You fucking whore. Even more says, yes, but kidding isn't allowed in 2022. Last time that I checked. Well, last time that I checked, there were 5 chains on my neck. There was... I forgot the fucking words of the song. There was no smut on my rep. Oh, fuck. How the fuck did I forget I love that song. How did I forget the goddamn words to the song? I am so white. So goddamn white. April grabs some beers. Quit trying to stop a good bit. You're scared of everything, Aaron. Get going. Stop it. Scared of everything, Aaron gets going. Oh, you're talking about April? Yeah, she's worried she'll lose her job. What are you doing? Nate says, I wish you guys were drinking right now. I'm going to throw a beer back. Goddamn, son, you give me a beer? You drink a goddamn Coors Light, you piece of trash. You drink a Blue Moon with some class, and old Stone Cold will stomp a mud hole in your bitch blonde ass and walk it dry. Throw my 40 up and shout, come on now. If y'all want to get urban with Stone Cold, give me a hell yeah. Look at that little dog. That little Mexican dog.
Hey, that is insensitive. They call them Latinos now.
Dude, do you know I caught him on the roof today? I did. I caught him on the roof trying to replace our shingles. It's fucking insane. I said, Gordy, get off of there, bud.
Oh my God.
We're trying to do our roof.
Fuck.
He was eating a taco. It's fucking weird.
Why was he eating a taco, Aaron?
Well, he made one.
Can we get his side of the story?
They taste really good.
Can we get his side?
And then I brought him down to the ground. You know what he started doing? Trimming your flowers.
Well, that's nice
That's
of him.
fucking insane, the guy.
Can he defend himself?
I didn't want to see the white people culturally appropriate me, so I did it for La Raza. I replaced the shingles and trimmed the hedges for La Raza. You understand this? Orderly Holmes.
Hi, honey.
I shot PB&J Rock.
Gordy, no.
Oh, no.
Gordy, we don't shoot the black rappers, Gordy. No, Gordy. No, Gordy, I know you're excited. I know you didn't like his... Oh, I know you didn't like his music. But we don't... No more shooting rappers, Gordy. I know you're a Latin king and he was a Crip, but we don't do that, buddy. No. No shooting the rappers, bud, okay? Okay? You gonna shoot any more rappers? No, we don't shoot the rappers, Gord.
He sure gets excited.
He does. All right.
I just want to see
There
if
you
the
go.
door's open so he can go back up.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, we got to get him to stop doing that. He shot PB&J Rock. It took everything I could to swear to the cops he did it in self-defense. At any rate, now I've got a beer, so there's probably no chance that the show gets in trouble now, right? Should be totally fine. All right, let's... I wanted to get into some things. We talked about my root canal, which I understand is very exciting. Did you know that there's Jake and Corey drama now that I'm apparently in the middle of? For those of you who aren't aware of Jake Hudson, he is a constant strain on this program. I mean, just needy and fucking always wanting my attention like I'm his fucking dad that died. And just always needing me. I have to tell you guys a secret, and I hope Jake isn't here tonight so he won't get this message. I finally muted him on Twitter.
Did you know that we're making out on New Year's Eve?
What the fuck is this even about now?
I don't know. I woke up one morning. He tagged me in a tweet. He must have played like an online game. Like, ooh, who are you making out with on New Year's Eve? And it said me.
Okay.
And he tagged me in it.
Like
that's...
I was tired of waking up to 15 Twitter notifications, and it was all other people liking Jake's tweet that he included me in. Which
right, yep.
I fucking can't. Jay Santos says he's the Hank the retard of the show. No, there's Eric the retard. Or no, it's Eric the midget. There's Wendy the retard and Hank the drunken angry dwarf. Get it right.
None of these are okay anymore.
So anyway, someone says, oh, be easy. He shares the link on Twitter. And he should keep doing so. That's great. But Jake apparently got into a dust-up with Corey.
How?
And he got, I don't know, I got an email today that he said, Lemmy's a cunt.
I thought he liked Lemmy.
I did too. I think Standalone K-Corn is right. He's a less amusing Bobo from the Howard Stern Show. But I got an email today from Jake Hudson telling me he deleted his Discord account. I don't fucking care. I know that Steel Toe has a Discord and Lemmy runs it. And if Lemmy wants to put the link in the chat and people want to join our Discord, that's fine. I got nothing to do with it. But Jake told me I deleted. So he put Corey and I in an email. And I don't know what the hell happened between Corey and Jake, but he said, I deleted my Discord account. You won, Corey. Go fuck yourself, Corey. Corey fears Aaron.
What the fuck?
Well, then I made the mistake of emailing Jake back and saying, what happened? Here's what I got back from Jake, and I'm quoting. You was right. Discord fucking sucks. By the way, was watching because not commenting because I pissed off one of your mod, Little Lemmy, but she is a cunt. I love the show. Is I still VIP? And here's what I'm going to write. You is. There you go. So, Lemmy, if you're in the chat right now and you'd like to call in, I would love to hear your side of the story find out what the hell happened with Jake Hudson and why he now thinks Lemmy is an awful cunt.
What did he do to piss you off? And, I mean, that's fine if you guys don't like each other, but what the hell happened?
Yeah. You know what I just thought for some reason? If we could teach you how to do an RJ MIDI impression, I'd laugh my fucking balls off. I don't know why that
RJ.
came to... Yeah, the guy who plays Walt Jr. That would make me laugh really
Why
hard.
do you know that name? Stop behaving this way, you sick fuck.
If I told you Hank Schrader's name was Dean Norris, would you be upset?
I just hit my leg in the table over here.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Thank you very much to our buddy.
Sage Retard PhD KF.
He says Mike Lindell just got raided. All right, we'll cover that tonight. We'll check
Okay.
in on that. We're only $200 away from our goal, and it's 740. You guys are making a nice little dent. There's the PayPal link in the chat if you want to chip in. We started today way behind because of last night. We'll start tomorrow way behind, unless you guys keep cruising and we knock out this goal and go even further. So thank you guys very much for your generosity. You are the only thing that keeps this show on the air. It certainly ain't my awesome performance. It's your guys' contribution. If you like this show and you feel like throwing in $10 a month, hey, we always like that. Dub pointed out that everyone needs to hit the like button right now. Let's take a little like break.
Hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, and click the bell to get notifications.
I like to keep our display here devoid of any meters or bars
It's
or
clean, right?
anything like that. Yeah, so I don't like to put a goal up there. But I will say this. We're only like 260 subs away from 5,000.
From our goal of 5,000.
And I'm very excited about that. So if you guys want to do that, please do.
Yes.
That would be great.
Thank you.
Let's go to the phones here real quick.
Call from Little Lemmy.
Hi, Lemmy. What's going on?
Hey.
So why are you a cunt?
Well, I've always been the cunt from Ocala. That's what he used to call me, and I guess that's what I am again. But he was just starting stupid shit with people that didn't want anything to do with him. And then he started shit with somebody in my chat for no reason. So I was like, hey, Jake, could you stop trying to like cause drama and like get clout off like my listeners right now? I'm kind of like I'm in the middle of a stream. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he flipped out and told me to go fuck myself.
Wow. I feel like Jake's trying to do that now. Like he's trying to develop this edgy persona and like telling people to fuck off and all that. It's kind of a turnoff. But do you know what happened with him and Corey, or am I going to have to talk to Corey about that tomorrow?
You're probably going to have to talk to Corey about that tomorrow because I have no idea that they even had beef. I thought Corey was the only one who had his back at this point.
I really
I'm done.
don't like that I'm the only one that he doesn't dislike right now. That's bothersome.
He
to
doesn't
me.
dislike me.
Well, I meant like this show.
Oh.
He seems to hate everyone else. All right, Lemmy, thank you for the update. So apparently you're a cunt because he wanted to be a dick and you wouldn't let him.
Yep.
Sounds like a Jake
Cool
thing.
beans.
Yep, thank you. All right, so there's Lemmy checking in.
I would argue something you said a little bit. He's tried this before. He always ends up saying, go fuck yourself. He's told all of us at Steel Toe that before, and he always comes back around. He's not trying to find his edge. He's been here before.
We've always been told to go fuck ourselves by Jake Hudson. He also needed to inform everyone that he got rid of his Twitch very recently.
Yeah, why did he delete Twitch? Isn't it good to have a backup?
Because he's a fucking mental patient from Louisiana. All right?
It's the wrong state, but...
Mississippi, whatever. I'm proud of myself that I didn't know the answer to that question.
I have to mail him things.
If my citizenship to this country rested on getting the question of where is Jake Hudson from right, I would be so happy if I left that test not a citizen. God bless PB and J Rock. I'm just a little on edge tonight because
Ooh,
my
I
favorite
forgot about
rapper's dead.
those.
Yeah, PB and J Rock. All right, Nate says, Aaron, these people are children. You are right, sir. So what happened with Mike Lindell? I need to know more about this. And fuck a written story. I want a audio one.
I want a video.
Yeah. Mike Lindell. I don't see anything on YouTube yet about old Mike Lindell. Will reset take place one day? I go, shit. Looks like we will have to Google it. Mike Lindell. 4 days ago. I don't see anything about Mike Lindell's home getting raided. Looks like I'll have to go to Twitter. Are you guys sure you're not fucking with me a little bit?
Yeah,
Mike
did somebody just do this to us?
Lindell. Well, Sage gave us $10 and said it was true. Thank you very much, Sage.
We have to believe Sage.
Someone tell Mike Lindell that in prison those aren't pillows. Mike Lindell claims to the Daily Beast that the FBI seized his phone at a Hardee's restaurant. Oh, hold on. You know what? Why Google this shit when I can just ask Mike himself?
Well, fuck yes.
Why don't I just ask Mike? Mike, What happened? What's the deal? People are saying that you got raided and the FBI has your phone. What's the deal? Hi, everybody. I just need to tell you that this is all bullshit. 100%. I was at Hardee's. I was having a Frisco burger, and I had just dripped mayo all over the dick part of my pants.
Fuck.
So
That is a bad day.
It is. So I had the spicy Frisco burger mayo all over my cock and balls. And then I to try and clean it, I tried to wipe it. But I also forgot that I left my fly unzipped from when I took a piss earlier at that same Hardee's. Then I got a little bit of the spicy mayo on my ball sack.
Right on your wiener.
So then I took off my pants so I could wipe my balls off in my booth at the Hardee's. That's when a police officer came and he made me surrender my phone and all my electronic devices and put me in the back of a squad car.
Well, see, if you take your pants off at a Hardee's, that I kind of understand.
I've always been told that if you take your pants off at a Hardee's, it's totally forgivable and nobody will know because there's never anyone in there.
Touche, good point.
It just so happens that I walked in on family night at my local Hardee's and there were children present. Fucking shoot me.
Okay, so now what about the FBI allegations? Why? Did
I don't know why the
it?
FBI would arrest a middle-aged man just trying to pull his dick out at a Hardee's.
I don't know either.
I don't understand why they would do such a thing, but they did,
well,
and now I'm going to sue them.
You've been talking a little spicy lately out in
Like,
public.
name
so,
17 things I've said that are clinically retarded.
Everything you said about this prior election. Here.
That's one.
There's everything.
What are you talking about?
How about the Dominion stuff?
Dominion is ripping off this country and they owe me billions of dollars.
What is with this guy?
I'm
Let
telling
it
you
go.
right. Donald Trump is going to be inaugurated as president on Halloween night,
Even
dressed as Megan Fox, and I'm going to be dressed as Machine Gun Kelly.
it's hot, Kevin.
We're going to drink each other's blood for the 4th time. And he's going to buy me a Frisco burger. And I'm going to pull my dick out.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
back to the raid.
Yeah, what
the
about the raid?
unconstitutional raid.
This alleged raid. What
You know,
happened?
I think that the FBI is trying to cover up something very serious with the FBI director. April, if you remove the R from raid, what's left?
Aid.
I think the FBI director has AIDS, and he's trying to cover it up by
Oh,
arresting
no,
me,
Mike.
Mike Lindell, for a trumped-up charge of mayo on my dick.
Mike, don't you understand that like accusing someone else of having AIDS is also a serious
Well, why doesn't he take a
allegation?
test in front of me, and then he can sodomize me, and then if I get AIDS, we'll know
Mike,
that I'm telling the
look,
truth.
I think
He has to have unprotected sex with my billion-dollar crusty asshole.
we are getting into some murky waters here.
Yeah, you
I
want
think-
murky waters? You should see me after a Frisco burger.
Why don't
I hit the
you-
bathroom like a NASCAR driver hits the pit.
Why don't you put one of those pillows that you sell in your mouth?
I
and
wipe
go
with the
home for
case.
night?
I wipe with the case because I need soft, forgiving linen. Sorry, I'm emotional over this FBI raid.
You know, I can tell, but
Have you ever had a Frisco burger ruined mid-chomp? Of course you haven't. You're skinny as a rail. You eat off the kids' menu, you
I had a
bitch.
cheeseburger today.
Sorry, I'm having my period.
Oh man.
I identify as a woman now and I'm menstruating.
Oh my god.
My period.
We're gonna get you some help.
I'm
We'll get you
actually
some
going to start
pills.
selling heating pads for women who are menstruating. It's going to be called My Period. And I'm going to make a fortune.
You can sell my pads, my tamps. You can get the heating
We're
pads.
we're a Christian.
My pills.
No, I'm going to cut this off at the quick. You see, we're a Christian company, and at My Pillow, we don't sell tamps and pads. We sell hay for women to sleep on when they're menstruating.
My bail.
My bail. Very
I like
good.
that. My bail.
Very good. So you guys remember it was all a setup. They've got my phone. Text me dick pics. I'll talk to you later. My phone.
Stay out of trouble, okay, Mike?
All right. Bye, everybody. I'll see you later. If I could show you my dick right now, I would. But currently, where my dick is supposed to be is a slightly overweight man's thigh. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I like how you just gave up at the end.
What do you mean?
You gave up on the accent.
I don't know what you're
or
talking
whatever.
about. I didn't give up on I
You
committed
just
to
sound
that
kind
bit.
of like Aaron.
I committed to that 110%.
Oh, that guy is getting himself in trouble, huh?
He certainly is, man. This guy is out
You
of his
can't be
fucking mind.
alleging that somebody has AIDS and he's not telling anyone.
I don't think you're supposed to be able to say those things.
I don't think so.
I don't think Mike should have said that. I do want to throw a quick thank you out to Rocky for the $10 over there on PayPal, and Dirty Major Woody with a $5 super chat says, love the bit.
Man.
Thank you. Appreciate that, guys. We appreciate all of your support here on this fucking disgusting program that we host. Now we've got, thank you, Calpote, for sharing the program as well. We appreciate that. So, yeah, if you want to share the show, if you want to hit the like button, you want to subscribe, all of that sounds great to me. Well, let's get to the fucking bottom of this, huh? Is this it? See on... Oh, yeah, this is the Fox News report.
Of course,
all right.
Fox has it.
Yeah, of course they. I think they still promote My Pillow, don't they?
Do they really?
We're FBI. I said, show me your badges. So they show one badge. I said, how about yours? Because I don't trust anybody. Like, there's bad people.
What is the FBI going to bring non-FBI people with them?
Duh. Fuck.
I told them, show me your badge, and then they showed me their badge, and I said, now you show me your badge. All right, now open the door. Get on the floor. Now everybody walk the dinosaur.
Mike, stay on
Boom,
topic.
boom, shakalaka laka boom.
Give me your phone.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
Give me your phone.
Put your right hand in.
No.
Put your right hand out.
No.
Say the election results were falsified, and then shake it all about.
No.
They came in. The one guy showed me he was an FBI agent, but I didn't believe him, April. You know why?
Why?
Because my 40th birthday started that way. A guy showed an FBI badge. Before you know it, he's 3 knuckles deep in my anus, and I'm giving him a 50.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know who to trust anymore.
Why did you pay for that?
He was sweet, and he told me my eyes looked like sapphire diamonds.
Did he get you dinner later? Did he call you?
If you count dropping off a piece of cold pizza after he went to Little Caesars buying me dinner,
Oh.
then yes, he was a perfect gentleman.
Mike, that's not even the good stuff. He didn't care about you.
He was an FBI agent. I thought I had to. That's why when the FBI agent came to seize my phone, I bent over and showed him my asshole. So now they've got me on indecent exposure as well.
Mike, I want you to know that's a trick. It's a dirty, dirty trick. When they say to show you their ass or your asshole, you don't have to do that.
They didn't tell me to show them. I just offered it.
Buddy, that's never okay.
Well, I guess I was raised wrong. Then again, I was addicted to crack for a shitload of years.
That's true. That might have been okay in your circles.
Yeah. Old habits die hard, you know?
You'll get better.
Well, anyway, the FBI raided me, so I gotta go, guys.
They raided your butthole.
I gotta go jerk off to cuck porn, allegedly. Bye. Jesus.
What the fuck?
Talk about oversharing.
That guy's testy.
Christ. All right, let's go to the quote-unquote real Mike
Dude,
Lindell.
he always looks so sharp. Look at that. I love that suit.
He does dress well for a lunatic.
I love his hair.
Yeah. You love his general outlook on life and the country?
Well, look, his beauty is skin deep.
Here we go.
Well, they do that, and they said, what do you want? And says, we need to talk to you. So I pull over, and...
Mike Lindell said
they cut him off because they're like, all right, are we really going to let this babbling fuck keep going?
Yes! Don't you have to? That's great.
I mean,
people are going to tune in for that.
I absolutely would if let that guy fucking ramble on. But
Because here's why. No matter what he's about to say, even if it's not okay to like say in the news here, you can just disavow him
just
after.
go, blah, 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 blah,
Just,
blah, blah.
whoa, I don't care. I don't agree with what that guy
We're
just said. Whoa.
Donating $90,000 to the United Negro College Fund. It's a big mistake what he just did.
initially told those agents he would not surrender his phone because he does not have a computer and runs all of his businesses off of that phone.
What a crack addict thing to do.
That is weird.
That's a really crackhead thing to do. I just run my entire pillow empire from my phone in the tiniest print possible with only apps that are available on the Google Play or Apple Store.
My Apple.
Oh, fucking Mike. Of course he runs his whole business
Seriously,
on his phone.
like that
I
is
actually
so...
run it like Polly from Goodfellas. I have people take phone calls and then tell me about it at my house.
Probably just... What if you left that shit somewhere? Like, what if you forgot your phone?
Like in the hands of the FBI?
I forgot my phone, and now the FBI has it.
Can I make a prediction, though? The FBI is not going to find anything on his phone that we don't already know, because this guy can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
Well, that's true. Like, of all people, why do you need to raid this guy?
Oh, my God. I have a great idea for a new talk show or podcast.
Yes.
Mike Lindell and his new broadcast partner, Owen Benjamin.
Oh.
Owen and Mike Lindell do a show together.
Can we throw Jesse Lee Peterson in as a moderator?
Nope. No, because Jesse can't moderate shit. He needs to go off. He needs to go off on his own. The only person I'd even consider throwing in there with those two is Sam Tripoli.
No.
Yes, and his 65-year-old girlfriend.
By the way,
yeah.
Obviously, I talked to him a couple days ago.
Sure.
I forgot he's the one that the guy did the kids song about. I forgot that was that guy.
Red Bar did do a song about.
And I said that was funny. He wouldn't like that.
It was a remarkably funny bit. I absolutely agree with you.
I want Sam to know I'm on his side.
We're with Mike Lindell. Never mind. Shut up, Mike. Yeah, Triple N. Yeah, isn't that great? Triple N says great comedic timing on the cut. I know. They just, like, he starts talking, and then all of a sudden Fox goes, oh, we got to play this. We got to play this. And then 20 seconds in, a producer goes, oh, I forgot. This guy never shuts the fuck up and stays on topic. Cut away. Cut away.
We don't have to hear
Get back to the Twinkie Asian-looking guy. He at least stays on topic. Sorry about the burp. I apologize. I made myself drink beer.
Why are you DSPing all over the place?
I'm DSPing all over the microphone, and it's a disgrace. Well,
I miss him sometimes.
DSP?
Yeah.
We just talked about him last night. Oh, you weren't here. Yeah, you were for the Snort Hogan in memoriam.
Oh, that's not necessarily talking about DSP.
Oh, okay.
That's about Snort Hogan, which, by the way, I hope his channel's back soon.
Yes, I hope. Shout out to Snort Hogan, of course.
All the snorts.
All right, we're going to say, you guys want to save the Mike Lindell thing?
Yeah.
We're going to save that one. We might have to put that up very soon, too. That one's kind of time sensitive.
That just happened, apparently.
Yeah, I just put the Theo Vaughn, Brendan Schaub thing up, so I want to let that breathe because that'll probably do very well.
So,
but we definitely have to get the Mike Lindell clip up tomorrow.
Is there like any confirmation then that anything actually happened?
They have his phone. I mean? That's it. They want his phone. The FBI, I will say, like, in all seriousness, I just want to joke about Mike Lindell. Like, I don't want to seriously break down anything that happens to that fucking weirdo. However, it does seem like the FBI is going after only people from one side of things. Like, you don't see them going after any corrupt Democrats or even any corrupt Republicans that are in the game, so to speak. They are just going after people who are Donald Trump, people who are connected to Donald Trump, or people who have outlandish beliefs about the election. Like, to me, you're allowed to have outlandish beliefs about an election. That's part of the First Amendment.
Everyone gets opinions.
You're allowed to say crazy shit about elections. We've been allowed to for forever. You're allowed to say crazy, weird conspiracy shit about stuff. We're getting really close. Like, you talk about cancel culture and people getting fired for jokes. That's one thing. That's small potatoes. The real threat to the First Amendment is setting up these weird, arbitrary choke lines to what we're allowed to say crazy shit about. And to me, elections and the government is the first thing you should be allowed to say crazy shit about.
Mm-hmm.
And they're choking that off and taking it out of the public discourse. And like, you're not allowed to say that. We'll investigate. It's not even putting you in jail for doing it. We'll investigate you. We might come after you. It's keeping people just scared enough that they won't even think about saying it.
We behave.
Like,
right?
What do I think about the election? I think the minute they allowed mail-in ballots, it was going to be a different kind of election than anyone we've ever had.
It's odd.
But I will say this. The fact that they don't even let people discuss it does weird me out a lot. And I don't recognize the country that does that. I don't know that country. It's never been that way in my life, where you couldn't go. Like, remember after the 2000 election, guys, when Bush beat Gore? And you were allowed to say, Bush is a fake president. It was a rigged fucking election. His son rigged it. The Supreme Court gave it to him. It was all Illuminati bullshit. Al Gore's the real president, blah, blah. You were allowed to say that for 8 years. And as you should be. You should be able to do that. Donald Trump isn't a real president. He was colluding with Russia to become a fake president and all of that shit. And you were allowed to say that. But the minute a Democrat gets elected in a contentious election where we changed all the rules for this one election, you're not allowed to say it was fucky or downright deny the election results.
You're
not allowed to. And even if you're wrong, you should be allowed to in a free country. You should be allowed to be. We're punishing people for being wrong. And by the way, if they're so wrong, then why are you policing it so tightly? That shit makes me nervous. I'm sorry to go on a rant here, but it's kind of like the COVID stuff. The more you get super defensive of crazy people saying wild shit, the more I start to give seriousness to the crazy person saying wild shit. Like if you had just ignored it, I would have gone, oh, that's a crazy guy saying crazy shit.
Sure.
But then you start banning it, and then you start going, oh, we got to take that guy away. We got to get rid of that. That's dangerous. That's dangerous speech. Well, that used to be just Looney Tune conspiracy talk. Like the minute you start making it dangerous talk, like you want to look at who the problem is, look at the people you're not allowed to talk about or make fun of. They always say that. And that shit always makes me nervous.
Well, to me too, like for just a really simple point, like no matter what somebody's saying, what if they're totally, totally wrong? Why not just let them say that, because that doesn't change what is actually at the time. Like somebody could sit here and say, oh, April's not married to Aaron. That doesn't change how this is.
Right. And the minute you start like punishing people or bullying people or going after people just for exercising an opinion that might be bullshit, it might be wrong, it might be crazy, but you shouldn't be allowed to punish people for it. You shouldn't be allowed to intimidate people over it. You should allow people to say wild and crazy shit. That's the only thing holding this country together. They're going to keep pitting people against each other. They're going to keep going this side versus that side. I mean, my God, 80% of Democrats now think that Trump supporters are an existential threat to the country because Joe Biden and his administration have been ginning that up.
How about this too? Like we're in a time where everyone's supposed to be accepted for being different and their different viewpoints on life and everything. But as soon as it comes to something political, nobody gets to have differing opinions. It has to be one solidified opinion.
We live in a time, think about this. We live in a time where if you say, I'm going to cut my cock off and turn it into a pussy, you can't say a negative, crazy thing about that. You can't criticize that at all or say that might be dangerous.
You can't even say, dude, are you sure?
But if you say crazy shit about an election, you can threaten, you can intimidate, you can take away social media accounts. You can't say crazy shit about an election without facing consequences or having things taken away from
your job.
But you can chop your dick off in a moment of dysphoria, which is a mental illness. So while mentally ill, you can have a doctor castrate you and nobody can criticize you. Nobody can intimidate you. And by the way, may I say, I think that's the way to go. You should be allowed to do that and people can mind their own fucking business. Be as crazy as you want to be. But then you got to respect that for everybody else. You can't go around saying, I'm going to chop my dick off at 15 years old, but then say, hey, that person's saying crazy shit, punish them. I don't respect that.
No, it should be the same for everyone. We should all get to say crazy shit.
I don't know. It's just, yeah, I agree with Marquise Harris. Both parties are fucking this country up. We're so far away from anything logical or reasonable. We have to clean up so much crazy shit that nobody's even talking about the fact that we are spending ourselves into fucking oblivion and we're going to bury this country in debt and we're going to go down just like Rome did for burying ourselves in foreign wars, debt, and too large of an empire that we can't pay for. But we got to clean up all the weird-ass social shit and the crazy shit they're teaching kids. I know that you guys think that we got to fight the commies and this and that. I got bad news for you. I think the commies have been fighting a war we haven't been fighting for the last 30 or 40 years, and I think they've won. I think it's over. I think just the fact that we're talking about bathrooms or guys swimming on swim teams or the fact that you can't even say wild, crazy conspiracy shit anymore without worrying if they're going to take your life away from you.
That's true.
I think that shows that the fight's kind of over.
We're worrying about what to call, like how to label bathrooms and what pronouns to use for each other instead of the bigger issues going on.
Trident says, didn't we spend like 1/3 of the money on entitlement programs? Bro, if you go to the national debt clock, it'll knock your hair back. So the payroll tax that, for example, every time our people get a paycheck, our business pays 7.5% payroll tax, and the employees pay 7.5% payroll tax. There's a 15% tax on the money you pay your employees.
It's gross.
And it's split between the business and you. That goes to pay for Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. We spend $1.2 trillion a year more on those 3 programs than we take in the payroll tax. So that's currently running an over $1 trillion deficit on its own. If we got rid of Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, we could give the American people instantly a $2.4 trillion tax cut.
Which, by the way, things like Social Security, like our accountants and shit don't even like plan on that being there for us to use.
People who know their shit when it comes to money and investments and everything else, they know that Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. They know it's a joke. They know it's not sustainable. They don't even factor it into your retirement anymore.
No, talk to any financial advisor.
Yeah.
They don't.
Brad A says, rules for radicals. They've been playing this long game for decades. It's over. I think you're right, buddy. I really do. I'm usually April knows this, I'm an incredibly optimistic person. But in terms of like getting back to talking about the things that matter, like getting out of wars, not spending, so cutting spending drastically, giving more money back to the American people, we're so far away from that discussion because we got so much other stupid shit they're distracting us with that it's not even, we're not even close to that discussion.
Every time Biden does a speech right now, and I don't even think it's all his fault necessarily, he does he says the shit he's supposed to say at the time. But like it hurts more and more because the big glaring items aren't being addressed. It's shit like bathrooms and pronouns and including everyone, and everyone love each other and hug each other. Ugh. It's gross. And then people that say, oh, Trump 2024, I fear that he's so objectified at this point and so like the person that's anti the Biden administration at this point that it won't be about fixing problems. It'll just be like, see,
Trump ain't the guy. Trump ain't the tool you need to fight this stuff. There's 2 guys that actually, you know what? There's one guy because one's better than the other. There's 2 guys I like though. There's one guy that's not afraid, that has been throwing it in these people's faces for years now, and he keeps smashing into them and pushing them back and pushing them back and pushing them back. And their bullshit rules for radicals approach doesn't work on him. He just keeps pushing them back and pushing them back. See, Trump's thing is he stops and argues with these people. And he throws little pot shots at them. They're stupid. They're dumb. They're not as smart as me.
That's what I worry
Whereas
about.
the guy I'm talking about, like a general, just takes his troops and smashes them into your fucking line and pushes you back. And he's like, I'm not here to talk cute to you. I'm not here to make little insults. I'm here to beat you. And that's Ron DeSantis.
Here's the thing I just started worrying about, though. I hope that if he were to get into that position, I think he'd do a good job for us. But I hope that he doesn't start giving into that kind of shit and just kind of go with the
He can't.
flow.
It's his brand now. It would be like saying,
well, it'll be career suicide.
It would be
for
like
him,
saying, it would be like saying, man, I hope McDonald's doesn't stop selling hamburgers soon.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I like Trump had some really good ideas and did some good stuff for us too. But now, like I said, he's such an object at this point.
Fuck Trump. We did that. It was fun. We did that. It's over. And like Shane says, I agree with him. Don't replace an 80-year-old president with an 80-year-old
No, I
president.
agree with that. I don't want old people in office ever again.
DeSantis, Tim Scott, 2024.
Who's a Tim Scott?
He's a senator from South Carolina. I like him a bunch. Also, Rand Paul. I like a ton.
I like Rand Paul.
I'm done with Trump. Trump can be like on the sidelines being a commentator.
I just
That's
don't
fine.
want old people in office anymore. I don't.
Yeah.
I think it should be cut off at what age would be appropriate?
65. Fuck it. You know
think
what?
65.
If working people who work for the government are forced to retire at 65, then fuck these crooked insider trading pieces of shit millionaires. They should have to retire then too.
Can we get some kind of checkups on our like figureheads and people in charge too to make sure they're like mentally sound? That'd be good.
Marquis says, I'm a liberal LGBTQ black man, and I can give a fuck about people's pronouns. I tell people who make their pronouns their be-all, end-all that it doesn't matter in the real world. This is what I always say about gay people and trans people and all that stuff. It's just like, oh, I'm like who make it their identity, like Marquis is talking, like he's talking about. I always say, okay, that's great. Now tell me something interesting about yourself. You know, like none of you, whose dick you suck means absolutely zero to me. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just a thing you do. I have sex with a woman sometimes. It means nothing. Well, I mean, it means something, of course. It doesn't mean anything in terms of me meeting other people and making friends. Yeah, that doesn't matter.
I kind of like what he said though. Like he just the pronouns thing, like being a be all end all. Like he's not into that. I like what he said there.
I feel gross criticizing DeSantis because he's intellectually challenged. Really? Okay. All right. I like the guy. I think he's like Trump was the rock through the window that we needed then. I think DeSantis is the rock through the window now. Shane F. says, me either. I'm Gen X. They purposely skipped my generation knowing we would rid the geriatric unit in Congress first. I don't think so. I don't think anybody's afraid of Gen X. You guys kind of just keep to yourself. Dub says there is certainly some corruption or much in every branch of the government. Wide At says only one man can save us. That is Jake Hudson. Absolutely. I did not. I'll tell you this. Fuck you, Mike Lindell. I did not mean to get into politics tonight.
Got a little in the weeds there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Thank you very much to Farley Burge Zone for throwing in $10 via Super Chat. He says, hey, you two, I understand why Willie Nelson didn't pay taxes for 10 years. It's ludicrous. Yeah.
No.
It's
It seems like robbery.
Well, we
does
did
it
that
not?
story today. The American people paid more in taxes than they paid on food, clothing, and health insurance combined. And you don't think we're being robbed? Who was it? Somebody made, I think it was Mersh who made a point today. They were talking about like the plastics in our food and the way food's grown and the amount of birth control people are on getting into those chemicals getting into the water supply.
Yes. Yep.
And it's turning men low T. And they kind of have to do that because if you had a bunch of men who had high testosterone levels and they found out how much they were being taxed and what's being taken away, they start killing people. It was a joke. I mean, it was being comedic,
Right,
but
obviously
he's kind of right. Invisible Jay, I almost said his fucking. He's gonna get me.
Watch yourself.
He's gonna fucking get me one of these times. He knows he is. He says that was Virgie. I like. Can I say something about Virgie on Revenge of the Sis?
yes.
If they ever start to falter financially and we start to come up a little bit, I would hire Virgie in a second to be a co-host on this show.
Okay.
I would fire people to bring Virgie. I find Virgie to be very, very funny.
I've never seen him.
Look, I'm not pretending I could win a bidding war with Mersh and Royce right now for an employee. I mean, fuck. I'm scraping my little bit of the pie, just paying the people I have. You guys are great for doing that. I appreciate it. But if we ever come into it where we keep growing the way we are and those memberships and contributions keep going up, then let me tell you something, my friend. Looking at poaching Virgie. I like that guy. He's very, very funny. Talented dude. Did an event today for Starbucks, says Buddy. Swear it was a gay pride convention. Even saw Pat from SNL. I mean, in fairness, it's Starbucks. What did you expect? You know?
I would expect a bunch of hippie white chicks, to be honest.
Kind of gay. 165 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much. You've really made some headway on that goal. We still have 50 minutes left in today's show. So if a few more of you feel like chipping in, please do. We knock out that goal. We add an extra 30 minutes onto the end of the show. Dub says that was Virgie. He's a based, funny guy. He really is. He doesn't give a fuck either. I like that guy. People saying agreed. He's funny. Invisible J says Virg is a cartoon dog. Highly intelligent and very sharp. Virgie is Revenge of the Sis's Zach D'Amico. Marquise Harris says Starbucks is gay. Fuck. No, I mean gay in like the colloquial term. Like, oh, April,
I don't think that's what you meant.
You got me Little Caesars. That's gay. Oh, no, I did mean homosexual, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I 100% meant dicks and asses with Starbucks. April's right. I'm so used to defending myself from the use of the word gay that way that I forget sometimes I literally do mean cum in men's assholes.
You do make that comment about them sometimes.
What?
Just, anytime we happen to go get a drink there.
At Starbucks?
You make a comment about whoever the...
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
It's like subconscious to me now. Or unconscious.
It's very weird.
Do I really comment on the people at Starbucks?
Yes, you do.
Is it usually on the gay end of things?
Yep.
Oh.
I always think they're very pleasant.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I will keep my comments
like,
to myself.
Whoa, my window is not rolled up yet.
From now on. Yeah, well, there is a really fat Tim Dillon-y gay dude at the Starbucks by our house.
Stop it. He's the nicest one.
I didn't say he wasn't nice. I said he likes dick.
He makes me good drinks.
How are those two things mutually exclusive? I say he likes dick. You say he's nice. I'm not arguing those two things.
I don't go there very often, but I always hope it's either him
or the fat black lady?
No, there's a really nice new gentleman that works at the one by TJ Maxx. I always really enjoy him. He's kind.
Wait a minute. The fat black lady's at McDonald's.
She's not fat.
Or no, Taco Bell.
The
Which
nail
one was the
She
one
works
that
at
that
McDonald's.
called you baby and said you looked pretty?
McDonald's.
Oh, she's not fat.
No.
I thought there was a fat black lady.
She's
who said you
lovely.
were pretty.
I want her to be my other mom.
Jeez.
I like her.
How are you going to explain that to your dad? Buddy says,
I'll say it's your mom.
April, they're really pleasant because they're gay.
Well, then I love them all. Gay is awesome.
She's been indoctrinated in school. Shane F. says, oddly, he likes angry, vicious dick. Of course. I bet Aaron detests the fat black TSA worker. Wait, what fat black TSA worker?
The one with your finger up her butt or your butt.
Look, you're going to be you're going to have to be more specific when you say fat black TSA worker. I don't know if you've been to the airport lately. I'm sorry. You know
Omaha.
what? Omaha. There's a lot of fat white people working at the TSA too. All right, there we go. Oh, can we continue?
No.
Actually, you know what? I like the black TSA ticket checkers more than the white ones because they're more fuck this job. I hate it. Let's get through this quick.
They do. They just say, it's basically move the fuck along.
Next. I go, here you go.
You can see it on their face.
If you're the kind of person who likes to have your shit ready to go, then you want the black guy or the black woman at the TSA ticket check. Because if you're one of these people who fumbles and fucks up, you want the white person. Because they go, okay, let's get going. But if you have the black person, like, come on, we got the next one. Let's go.
The guy that we handed ours to this last time was really nice to me. He like stopped being a dick for a second. He's like, oh, good morning. You look nice.
And you're white, but you're not even fat. So that was weird. Omaha. Race doesn't matter.
This whole show needs to be disavowed.
Really does.
This episode only, I mean.
Even by the KKK. It's that bad. Marquis says they are desperately trying to get their break. Yeah, they just want to get to break time.
Well, I don't blame them.
Oh, man wanted for attacking an 80-year-old man. Authorities in Tulsa are searching for a man who is accused of beating and robbing an elderly Oklahoma man.
Oh.
Around 3:50 p.m., Tulsa police say the 80-year-old victim had just returned to his home when he was met by a man pushing a bicycle. The reason I picked this story, and this got sent to me by a fan, I am not bullshitting you. Check this out. The man has been identified as 47-year-old Adrian Washington. He told the victim he was looking for him and said he knew his sons. When the listener sent me this story,
yeah,
and they showed me just that clip, 47 is not that far away from how old Adrian is. He's about 45 or so. Mm-hmm. So I thought to myself, I'm like, holy shit, he went nuts. Somebody like bullied one of his kids and he beat the fuck out of him.
Right.
And then he sent me the whole link, and it was an Oklahoma story from a while back. And I was like, oh, man.
No, he would never beat an 80-year-old man, though, because they were friends. He would never.
You set him off. Who knows?
Wow.
So Adrian Washington beat the living fuck out of a guy. See, I can't be sued for this.
No, because it's a different one.
This is 100% true. It doesn't matter which one it is.
It's the story.
All I'm saying is Adrian Washington beat the living shit out of an 80-year-old man.
What's funny is that print's probably too small.
Adrian Washington then asked the victim for $50 and then became irritated when the victim refused. At that point, officials say that Adrian Washington followed the victim into his home and attacked him.
Oh, no.
Authorities claim Adrian Washington punched the 80-year-old man in the eye, lip, and jaw. The victim also said Washington kicked him several times. You know what? I got to give Adrian Washington the benefit of the doubt. I heard why he kicked the 80-year-old man.
Yeah.
The punching was not okay. I don't condone that. But the kick, I forgive him. Because after he punched the 80-year-old man in the lip, he said, oh, now my lip will look as big as yours. And then he started kicking the shit out of him. And that's fine, because that's a racist comment. What? I'm saying that's wrong to say that to someone. You shouldn't be talking like that.
You are
charged
up this
That's what that guy said. Don't look at me.
Right.
I'm just the Jew reporting on this shit. Just kidding.
Okay, Aaron.
Not even
Goldstein.
Jewish. Oh, don't tell them. I'm working on my stage name, Imholt. It's a lot sexier. Authorities claim Adrian Washington punched the 80-year-old man in the eye, lip, and jaw. The victim also said Washington kicked him several times, and then after each kick, he would laugh and slap his knee really hard. He took all the cash out of the man's wallet and threw his phone down the hallway. Well, that just sounds like a temper
that's just
tantrum.
rude.
Yeah, it's just a dick
Look,
move.
I'm going to leave your phone so you can call 911, but I'm going to make it a little harder for you.
Yeah.
I mean, just throw it down the hall quick.
That's a dick move. I mean, if you're going to steal it from the guy, then that's one thing, you know?
Yeah, don't just throw it.
But then just go, yeah, fuck you.
Seems like a bitch thing to do.
That is a bitch thing to do, Adrian Washington. I can't believe Adrian Washington beat up that poor old man. That's terrible.
That does seem like a shitty thing for Adrian Washington to
so
do.
somebody asked that 47-year-old Adrian Washington, why he would beat the shit out of a senior citizen.
Yeah, weren't you like so happy? Like, aren't you a happy person? Who needs to do that?
Well, you know, I told you he's a phony. That shit comes up. Rusty Grammer with $6.66 super chat. He says, take a peek at the local sponsors in St. Cloud at St. Cloud Pride. Oh, I'll take a look. Guys, we are 160 away from our goal, and we have 40 minutes left in regulation. Let's go ahead and knock out the rest of that 160 goal.
Yes.
We're getting pretty close. I'll take a look at the STC Pride sponsors. Unite Cloud, Planned Parenthood, off to a great start. Unity, Minnesota. Target, AAA,
Target.
Pride, The Park. That's the Waite Park place, I think.
Yep, that's that event center.
Amazon, St. Cloud Golden Gloves Boxing Gym.
Why?
I don't know. KCLD, that makes sense. Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Beaver Island Brewing. Those guys are pretty gay. Affinity Plus, Rinky Noonan, Skating Place, New Horizon Academy, Allstate, Centricare, Mantra Salon and Spa. That makes sense.
Centricare's on there twice.
They must have paid a shitload to Pride.
What the fuck?
Arctic Cat.
Articat? Yeah.
Arctic Cat. They spelled it.
That's out by New Flyer, where I used to work.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So they're local.
There's the sponsors. I hope you're, that's my boxing gym.
I was expecting like one mic to be on there because I thought that's what we were talking about at the time.
Oh, did I miss that?
No.
Or was it not on
I don't
there?
think it's on there. I just figured that's why he sent it to us.
Yeah, I don't see one mic in it. I think he meant because my boxing gym's on there. They're in there.
Golden Gloves is not our boxing gym.
Oh, that's right. We're St.
Dummy.
Cloud Boxing and
Hopefully
Wrestling
Scott
Club.
didn't hear you say that,
Jesus
you bitch.
Christ. Balls Deep says, I took a screenshot. They deleted it. Who? Who deleted it?
What is going on?
I don't know. All right. Buzzy says, I can't wait for someone to beat the shit out of my senior citizen ass. I'll pop a cap in their ass. It's called varmint control.
Oh, Buzzy.
Okay.
Buzzy, I want one of your shirts. The one with the black one with the big square face on it. You know.
Oh, no, Balls Deep. You took a screenshot. They just deleted it. Of what? Oh, he sent us a link to something else. Balls Deep sent us a link to something else, and he says they deleted it. I posted a link to a page that just got wiped. Oh, what was it? At least try to describe it for us, please. That would be wonderful. Hey, guys, great news. Buddy just dropped $60 in the PayPal. What a generous guy.
Thanks, buddy.
We are $100 away from our goal today. And remember, if we do end up going over, it just means that we roll that over into tomorrow night's show. Thank you guys very much for all the support tonight. We're only $100 away from that goal, so it looks like we'll be doing overtime tonight if this trend continues. All right. Let's talk about our pal Taylor Lorenz. Oh,
Boy.
she is the fucking gift that keeps on giving.
She doesn't stop.
Taylor Lorenz is one of these people. You know how I always say don't fight the internet?
Right.
Either own what they're saying about you, joke about it, but certainly don't take it seriously and try to battle these people. Be sarcastic, be a dick, make fun, ignore, acknowledge, whatever you want to do.
Right, because it'll be a losing battle, will
Right.
it not?
But certainly don't try to fight it and try to get the better of them, because it, honestly, it's like trying to fight terrorism. It's a game of whack-a-mole, because the more you try to fight the internet, the more the internet that didn't give a shit about you sees it, and they're like, aha, look at this person being an asshole trying to fight the internet, and then they pile onto you. So
It's going to be a rough ride at best.
well, Taylor Lorenz, we talked about her last night. She wrote to Libs of TikTok and said, I'm writing a piece about people who deny the election. And even though you're not one of them, I'm going to name you as someone that these people have shouted out a lot, and talk about how you talk about places that have drag shows and doctors that perform gender reassignment on children, and then how those places get bomb threats and death threats. I'm going to talk about how you have no intention to stop naming this kind of thing and encouraging that kind of stuff. So basically, I'm going to write shitty, gossipy, bitchy, cunty things about you. Now I want you to comment for my story. And Libs of TikTok goes, no, I'm not going to give you column inches off of my tuchus.
Nope.
And respond. You get to say whatever the fuck you want about me, and I'm not going to play your game. See, Libs of TikTok has it right. They screenshot the DM that Taylor Lorenz sends her. They show it to the rest of the internet, and they go, I'm not going to play this bitch's game, but hey, guys, look what she's doing. Well, now I guess she's found another target. And I don't know this person, but he's got 130,000 or 150,000 followers on Twitter.
Okay.
He's that umbrella guy. And apparently that umbrella guy has had a back and forth with this Taylor Lorenz. He's made fun of her. Probably the fact that she's 50. And tries to pretend she's in her 30s.
Is she really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's been caught lying about the age. You get caught with that, people are going to really think you're a stupid asshole.
Oh, boy.
So that umbrella guy tweeted out today, Taylor Lorenz wrote me again. She had to tell me she's using my name because she's writing a revenge piece. I embarrassed her nationally. I noticed you didn't come to my house like Libs of TikTok. What's the matter? Only target women in real life? Here's what Taylor Lorenz emailed that umbrella guy on Twitter. Imagine being so petty that you have to try and write an article settling old scores with people on the internet. What a waste of space. Why the Washington Post hasn't fired this bitch and replaced her with like some hack from BuzzFeed for a third of the salary?
Yes.
I have no idea. Just hire some other liberal shitbag who will write the drivel you want them to write, and they won't come with the baggage of being an out-of-touch, desperate, bitter 50-year-old going through menopause, maybe not, I don't fucking know. Like Taylor Lorenz, who's going to settle old internet Twitter beefs on your column inches in your newspaper.
Right. Doesn't that qualify as being a problem? And what happened to employers removing problems?
The
from their
Washington
workplace?
Post has no fucking balls.
None.
No balls whatsoever. The women who work for the Washington Post, Taylor Lorenz isn't the first one to start a bunch of shit. Remember that woman who was tweeting this summer about how she fucking hated it and the guys are terrible and all
I
shit?
do.
They fired her.
Yep.
Because she was stirring up so much shit and trashing her
She's
employer.
next at this rate.
She's already been demoted. She's already just a beat writer now and not the tech editor.
Got it.
Well, she wrote an email to that umbrella guy and said, "Hi, Matthew. I just wanted to follow up and see if you'd like to offer any response to the questions in our previous email. We plan to name you in the article as Matthew Lewis, a YouTuber in Tennessee, and we note your involvement with Comicsgate." I have no idea what that is. "We note that you filed a trademark under the name Matthew Lewis. Please let us know today if you'd like to offer comment for this piece. Thanks." So she's so cunty that because this guy embarrassed her, she's going to find out his real name, put it in print, tell this umbrella guy that she's doing it, and then saying, "By the way, I'm doing all these passive-aggressive, shitty things to you. Would you like to comment for my story?" And this woman keeps doing this to people, and it keeps having the opposite effect of what she thinks.
Right. She's thinking like, "Oh, I got everything on this guy. I've got a choke collar on him right now. That means he's going to cooperate." No, it's going to make somebody angry.
No, and not only that, he's going to show it to the rest of the
Yes.
internet. And those of us who this would be none of our business are going to go, "Oh, this woman is fucking vile and disgusting.
Stay away from her."
Oh, she is a real piece of dog shit. I hate this Taylor Lorenz." And that's what happens every time she does this. But then she gets into this circular logic of does things to make the internet hate her, and then cries and bitches to everyone that the internet hates her.
Well, she's got to do something to stay relevant.
I guess so. She went after MSNBC yesterday on Twitter as well. That was going to be the Taylor Lorenz thing we talked about today, but then this shit came up.
This sounds like somebody whose career is going nowhere, so
Yeah.
she's trying to just poke at anyone she can.
Look, she's already lying about her age, so you know she's bitter that she hasn't accomplished more for where she's at in life. So you've already got that part. Now you add on the fact that she's basically a lol cow at this point too.
Yes.
Taylor Lorenz lashed out at MSNBC correspondent Morgan Radford for mishandling a segment from earlier this year in which the Washington Post's internet reporter broke down in tears while describing online abuse and harassment that she has received from critics. Now, she doxes people, she goes after people, she's shitty to people, and then the rest of the internet goes, hey, quit being a dick to everybody. And she gets that written to her 1,000 times, and then she breaks down crying and goes, I'm a victim. I can't believe they're being so mean to me. And then she'll write an article about how people are mean to her. And then she'll start doxing people who were mean to her and naming them in the newspaper. And then more people from the internet will go, you're being a fucking asshole. You are a piece of shit. Then she'll cry more. And she'll write another piece doxing more critics of hers. And then more people were... So she's like got her own feedback loop going.
Right.
Where she gets to act like a total piece of shit. The Washington Post is not going to hold her accountable for any of her dog shit behavior. The rest of the internet will continue to beat her up over it, and then she'll get to say that she's the victim again.
She seems to be somebody who obviously loves misery, and she kind of just keeps breeding that.
Right. Well, this Megan Radford did an interview with her where Megan Radford gave her carte blanche to cry and complain and piss and moan about all this while never bringing up the fact that she brings it on herself. So then what does Taylor Lorenz do because she's feeling sad because she's being an idiot and checking her Twitter mentions? She turns on Morgan Radford.
Come on.
No bigger regret in my career than making the mistake of thinking Morgan Radford knew how to accurately report on abuse and harassment, Lorenz tweeted Tuesday. Her complete mishandling of the story has led to immense fallout and months of abuse. Right, it's not that you doxed the Libs of TikTok account and tried to get them kicked off the internet. It has no... Again, Taylor, it's never your fault, sweetie. It's never your problem. It's always someone else's fault. I tell you what, you talk about women stabbing each other in the back. There is no worse example for little girls in this world than a Taylor Lorenz. You are the worst part about women. You are the big bad bitch until someone wants to hold you accountable, and then you cry victim.
It's embarrassing, really.
Right, we're on to your bullshit. The whole internet is on to your bullshit. Her complete mishandling of the story has led to immense fallout and months of abuse. I cannot warn women loudly enough to stay away from her and MSNBC. So MSNBC isn't even progressive enough towards women for Taylor Lorenz.
I guess not.
And by the way, this is totally projecting her own shit and then pretending it's about all women.
Yes.
Fucking phony. Yeah. Lorenz added, quote, she produced an insane garbage segment months ago that misgendered a colleague, then refused to immediately correct it. Stop retconning and pretending that you give a shit. You're concerned trolling now, you liar.
Oh, Jesus, like, again with like misgendering and stuff. Like, can we do something important?
And she's not even good at the pretending it's about that. She's so transparent. She thinks she's getting away with her bullshit. She lied about my harassment campaign, completely misrepresented what I said and how I've handled 2 straight years of relentless abuse, never apologized or fixed it. She went on to accuse Morgan Radford of throwing a colleague under the bus, especially one that purports to advocate for the marginalized communities. Ugh. I think she's just mad that Morgan Radford's prettier than she is.
Oh, that's Morgan.
Yeah, that's Morgan Radford. That's Taylor Lorenz. Who would you rather?
Ironically, Taylor looks like Morgan 20 years later.
You're saying Morgan looks like a younger
They look like
Taylor
the same person at different stages of their life.
You think that might be why Taylor harbors some resentment toward
Maybe.
Morgan?
It looks just like her. It looks like her daughter. Yeah.
Oh, man. Let's... Oh, wow. A call from a...
Harris.
All right. Mr. Harris, what's going on, buddy?
My God, if you're not doing God's work right now.
Thank you, sir.
Jesus. I'm just calling in real quick, formally introduce myself, and I could not agree with you more. The issue with Taylor Lorenz is, like, you're never gonna be able to, like, formally cancel her or pull her or get her off of her platform because she's surrounded by she's surrounded by this protective wall of liberal pussy. Coming from one myself. Yeah.
It's one of those things where they have, I don't even know if it's really about liberal even. They're just nutless over there. They don't hold anyone accountable for anything, even if they don't like it.
Not to mention, there was a story going around about this one other reporter at the Washington Post who had this guy fired because he made a bisexual joke.
Right.
And there was so much infighting. Like this, they're like you said, they're eunuchs.
Yeah.
They're ballless, soulless eunuchs.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang up now because I'm going to say something else.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Thank you for the call, and I appreciate you finding the show. That was Dave Weigel is who he's talking about. Dave Weigel made a harmless bisexual joke.
Okay.
And then Felicia Sonmez, who's a coworker of his at the Washington Post, just started slamming him and then fuck the Washington Post for employing men like this and just hammered her employer. And they were going to let her go scot-free at first, but the whole internet went, she's out of fucking control, dude. And I think they let her go as well.
Yep, that's nasty.
Dave Weigel's, I think, fired as well.
Can you imagine?
And by the way, Dave Weigel didn't even make the tweet. He retweeted it. The tweet was,
I remember
every
this.
girl is bi. You just have to figure out if it's polar or sexual.
And that's funny. I'd laugh at that. I have laughed at that.
No comfortable woman takes that as a danger to her.
Well, and imagine being a woman that sees shit like that on the internet somewhere and makes it all about herself.
Right, of course. Thank you to Crack Babies for the $10 on PayPal. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
He says, thank you for not using my name. No problem, bud. Rupert with $4.99 says, yay, Taylor Lorenz, she's the worst. And Marquise writes, that was my blunt money. And throws in $5.
Thank you. I'm glad Marquise is here.
I am. I'm glad all the new listeners are here. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and all that happy horse
Hit
shit.
the subscribe button, smash that like button, and click the bell to get notifications.
So, yeah, I just, the Taylor Lorenz thing, she just continues, like, if she can't use you for something, she'll throw you under the bus completely. And again, it's not even a liberal thing because she's throwing MSNBC under the bus. I think she just needs to go away, get some therapy because she's fucked up. I mean, she keeps doing this shit where she's damaging other people. And then when they come out and counter her, she acts like she's the victim who never knew this was coming.
And it's always because their life is falling apart or it's not what they want it to be or they're damaged themselves. So let's bring everyone else down to my level. I need them here.
We are saving the Mike Lindell clip from tonight and the Taylor Lorenz clip. And we're going to put both of those up at some point. This has been a very fun show. And with all those contributions coming back in, $75 away from our goal tonight. You guys are fucking cruising.
Pretty cool.
Thank you very much. There's the PayPal link in the chat. $75 away from that goal. 30 minutes of overtime on the line if we hit that. Plus, because we were so under yesterday, tomorrow's goal is a little higher than usual. If we go over, we start knocking that one down. Also, if we go over tomorrow morning, we'll start knocking that one down. You're back to Thursday and Friday morning duty now.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
After 2 weeks of not doing it.
Johnny went back to Mondays. Apparently he's sick today. No show today.
Yeah, April was asking me. She's like, shit, are we going to get sick now that Johnny's
Well,
sick?
I use the same mic he does, and everyone ends up touching it and shit. And
he was kind of feeling...
I hope he's okay.
He was kind of feeling garbagey yesterday. He said right after the show, and we knocked out the goal pretty easy on Monday, and we had just a fun show and, a couple of best ofs. The Jamaican bit we're going to save, put up on a weekend. And after the show, he just looks at me and goes, I fucking suck today. I'm like, dude, the numbers were great. Everything was solid. I couldn't be happier with the show. He's like, you know what? Maybe it's this new meds the doctor gave me.
You know what that's like, though, when you don't feel like you did a good job.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes, too, and then you'll get all down on me and be hard on me, like, no, it was a good show. Just perk the fuck up. And it's like, well, no, I don't like what I did today.
Yeah, I hear you. But, no, I thought Johnny did great. And then, by the way, fucking today's show was awesome. Oz pulling some great numbers for us today. Appreciate all those great shows that we have. The Farley Bird Zone with another $10 says, Aaron and April, I'm taking care of 8 dogs right now. Picture that and listening to the show. Thank you for keeping me smiling and entertained. No problem, Farley.
That sounds fun.
And thank you for knocking our goal down to $70. We do appreciate that. I've got some interesting news for everybody. You know the whole stereotype that people who wear glasses are more intelligent?
Sure.
Apparently, women are fucking ruining it.
Why? Because it makes us look slutty and fuckable.
Forget the nerdy stereotype. Wearing glasses makes people appear less intelligent, according to a surprising new study. It's because the porn chicks are wearing the fucking glasses and using them as cum shields. It's because you girls wear them because the porn girls wear them and you think it looks fucking hot and everything else and you look like ditzy dumb bitches. And now the rest of us nerdy looking smart guys got to suffer the consequences.
Not only that, but there is a new brand of like the mom jean wearing hippie-esque girls that wear clothes 4 times too big for them, that wear these big ass glasses and shit, and or the
you look like a dumb bitch.
You look stupid.
Well,
you
like,
look stupid.
Okay, you're not totally blameless. I mean, you have glasses that have patterned frames.
Glasses.
They cover your whole eye area and they have patterned frames on them.
Notice I don't wear them anywhere but bedtime though.
That's fair. But what I'm saying is women wearing glasses like that in public or putting them on Instagram with those glasses on they're trying to do it to be kind of slutty and sexy and everything else, and you're smiling because it's true, and it's fucking it up for the nerds and the Jeff Goldblums of the world who are trying to wear their thick black rimmed glasses and be super, super smart.
Well, here's my only
Look
argument.
at this. No rims. Look at that. Just little spindly wire thingies.
Well, stop.
Nothing.
Stop for a second, though. Like, I wear contacts during the day, glasses at night. When I have to wear glasses, I would like to wear a pair that I feel good in. What else am I supposed to wear?
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Yeah. Exactly.
What else should I wear? Like, am I just doomed to be the chick that's trying to be slutty with her glasses?
As long as you're not showing it off and doing it for publicity and putting it on Instagram and going out in public, that's totally different. I'm saying women wear the kind of glasses you do and then put them out there and go,
I agree with Bone Apple Tea for me. I'm blind as fuck too. Like, I'm just trying to wear a pair of glasses that I feel good in.
The people who wear them for functionality are fine, but I'm letting you know women have fucked this up for the intelligence thing. It's not guys who wear glasses who have all of a sudden shattered the stereotype that's existed since specs were created. It's the people who wear them as fucking cum catchers and you know, put them on their OnlyFans and shit like that. Right. Since Shane F. is right. Since the invention of the monocle, we've been making that shit work. And then here come women with their wet-ass pussies wrecking glasses by looking like whores and using them as sex tools.
I feel like I'm being yelled at sometimes here.
No, when I yell about women, you're the only one here, so I have to yell
so I get to feel like I'm being yelled at for the entire women.
What I'm basically saying is talk to your fucking people.
No, I don't want to.
I understand. Look, I get it.
They're all very testy.
It's like when I tell Marquise or Ladies Man, you know, or Shane, you know, hey, fucking talk to the blacks for me. And they're like, no, I'm not talking. Omaha. I mean Afro-Americans.
Jesus Christ. What is up your ass tonight?
You know what I do?
No.
Here's my problem.
Racism?
Here's my other problem.
Yeah.
I do not behave as hip as I can be. I like to embrace the really, really white guy image.
You're ultra white.
And I think sometimes people don't understand I'm being playful.
You are stark white.
A lot of my playfulness comes off as racism, when in reality, it's all good-natured.
When you bathe in bleach.
Well, you know, I got to keep myself pure.
We starch you after you're clean.
Ironically, when a white guy... Here's a lot of the problem white people have.
Here's the thing.
They try too hard. This is embarrassing. The white guy who gets around black people and then starts to act different and talk different and then try to talk to them about hip hop and basketball. It's fucking embarrassing. You know what most black people appreciate?
What?
Remember when Al Pacino in Tropic Thunder says to Robert Downey Jr., "You're Australian. Be Australian." They just want you to be who you are.
Yes.
Don't sit there and go, "Oh, man, I miss Nipsey Hussle." They probably have never listened to Nipsey Hussle. Just because they're black doesn't mean they've listened.
Is that how people behave?
I've seen it happen, and it's disgusting.
Are you projecting?
When I was younger, I did it, but I learned. You learn when you get older.
I used to have a friend group around college, too, that had it. consisted of like mostly white people, but then like 3 really good black friends and a Cuban, and all of them used to say the most racist shit to each other because they thought it was funny.
Why do Cubans get to say the N-word, by the way?
I don't know.
What the fuck
Why?
happened there?
God, I went grocery shopping with him and my black guy friend once, and in Sam's Club, they started yelling the N-word in the freezer section, and I had to pretend I didn't know them.
I do that. I gotta I gotta put back my bagel bites and leave.
I don't know who gave them the pass card. I don't know who did it, but Jesus.
I think people are afraid of Cubans.
They are, well,
they're a beefier race.
this specific guy was like 4'5", 390 pounds.
They got a combo Caribbean and Spanish in them that's hard to beat, you know? I think only Samoan
They're
trumps
so charming, though.
And they don't talk like Tony Montana.
Never.
Ever. No, they never talk. I don't know what accent that was.
It is very weird.
Shane F. says, hey, what do you mean, you people? Oh, I'm sorry. Black people. There. I always like to do that, too, because black people, they get confused when you say you people. People think they're being threatening when they say that. They're not. That's your racism talking. Black people really are curious. They're like, hey, what do you mean, you people? I always reassure them. I'm like, oh, no, I'm talking about your people. And then they appreciate that. They go, thank you for straightening that out, because I thought you were talking about Uruguayans. And I never am. I'm never talking. When I say Uruguayans, I just say mountain-dwelling equator people.
I like the word Uruguayan, though.
Yeah.
It's hard to say for me.
Epic One says, I'm Cuban. Cubans are the white supremacists of the Latino world. They believe they're better than all the others. All right.
But then there's never any reason to believe they're not. They're awesome.
Cubans?
They make good food, and they're charming as fuck.
It's kind of racist to say that, actually.
What?
Because I'm sure there's a lot who just lived under Castro who don't know how to do any of that shit that you just mentioned.
Assuming they do, though.
I don't know. Epic One says, you mean Royce? Royce is a Cuban?
According to you, he's a Puerto Rican.
I've called him Puerto Rican too many times
said
to
it
feel.
to his face.
Yes, I have. When he was on this show, I did accidentally call him Puerto Rican. But here's my thing. I've said it to him too many times to feel safe around him. Say that. Shane F. says, West Indies is the Compton of the Atlantic.
Oh, Rusty, I kind of agree with Rusty, too. I wouldn't read that out loud, but maybe.
Marquise says, I don't care who says N, context man. I do, because I ain't fucking saying it. Not when you're around.
In the story that I gave, they were trying to embarrass little old white me in the middle of Sam's Club with Sartell soccer moms.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I only shouted at people in traffic. People don't laugh when I do it. I don't like it. I'm trying to be funny.
Dude, I was laughing so hard I was crying. There wasn't much I could do.
All right, guys. We got about 10 minutes before we pass around that offering plate, but we don't have very far to go in that goal. $70 away. If we knock that out, we do 30 minutes of overtime for you. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Also, super chats and memberships count as well. Just $70 away. You guys have come a long way tonight, and we do appreciate that. So thank you very much. Let's wrap up that last $70. And then add overtime and then call her a night. I've got an awesome show planned for tomorrow morning as well. Corey will be here. I've got a lot of great stuff.
Nice.
6 a.m. to 10, probably 10:30. We'll knock out the goal and do overtime tomorrow as well. And it should be a very fun 4.5 hours, just like this has been a very fun 2 hours, hopefully. Going to 2.5.
This one's been a wild ride.
Yeah, make sure you
hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, and click the bell to get notifications.
And check out our best of clips as well, because I just put the Theo Von, Brendan Schaub farewell clip up there, and boy, is it awkward as fuck.
That one is weird.
Oh, those two did so not want to do that.
It's worth a watch.
It is uncomfortable, to say the least.
And
then Oz and I make it very funny.
Do we ever have to feel bad for Brendan?
I don't think so. I think Brendan made his bed. I think part of the reason Theo's leaving is because of the bullshit Brendan's done.
I think so, too.
So I think that's a big part of it. All right, guys, so $70 away from that goal. We'll rattle the can and pass around the offering plate in about 5 minutes here. But until then, I want you guys to know that there's a lot of Americans out there that are obese. And they're not obese by choice. They try really hard to lose weight. But you know what stops them from losing weight?
What's that?
Fucking white people.
That's true.
I know.
You know why? Because we run McDonald's.
That's a great point. So fucking Ray Kroc, right?
Fuck Ray
So
Kroc.
let's listen to this woman on TikTok explain to us, because we're stupid, why white people are the reason they can't lose weight. And the reason I know this is because white people are also the reason I can't lose weight. Well, a white person.
Do you care to explain?
Me.
Oh.
Yeah. I have a nice workout and then I go eat Burger King.
Two cheeseburgers from Burger King.
Look, I got 2 cheeseburgers.
Are they good? I
like, you know what? I do like a good Burger King cheeseburger.
Burger King.
I like their mustard.
In my hometown of Litchfield, always screwed up my order time and time again, and I gave up hope on them, and they finally fucking closed a few years back, I think, because they suck so bad. And now the only thing I'll eat is their onion rings.
Would you like to find out why?
Yeah, I would.
People can't lose weight because of the whites. Let's find out what the rationale is here.
I'm going to prove to you why white people are the reason I'm fat today.
I'm excited to hear it.
It's a solid opening.
I cannot tell you how excited I am to hear this rationale. Oh, and it buffers on.
If white people didn't go looking for spices, then various sea routes to Indian subcontinent and Africa and other places of the world would not get discovered.
Fuck us for discovering shit.
That is not the direction I thought this was going.
Bunch of fucking dickbags. We went around, we found cinnamon, we found paprika, we found cayenne, we found all of this shit. We gave it to the eye ties, they made delicious food with it, and now everybody's fucked. Great job, everybody.
Is she about to say, like, because they needed the spices and the spices help keep you thin? What's going on here?
No, she's trying. I think what she's going to say, and we can start putting money on this now, is that we started making yummy, yummy food with all these spices.
Oh.
And the whites made everybody fat.
Okay.
And if they didn't get discovered, then East India Company would never come to Indian subcontinent.
Yeah, but ma'am, we also wouldn't have gotten the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
That's a solid fact.
To which people would not have drank so much soda and popcorn while watching them in the movie theater. Yes. They would be thinner.
And slushies, because you've got to get the fat ones, the big ones. The small ones.
Then again, a lot of women would not have burned calories rubbing their clit to Johnny Depp.
Can't argue there.
And Davy Jones.
That's how I stay so skinny, actually.
Oh.
And if they didn't come, then the fertility of the land would not get destroyed because they forced us.
The fertility of India? Have you fucking checked the population of India lately? If we damaged their fertility, it was a fertility that needed damaging. Because let me tell you, they seem to be going gangbusters.
Yes, if they were doing any more than they are right now, we couldn't. The world can't support that. Like, what's going on? It's multiplying like bunnies over there.
All right, no. Let's. She's got another minute and a half left. Let's hear her out.
To cultivate tobacco and dyes and opioid, things like that, and that destroyed the fertility of my country. And then if that didn't
Is she Indian?
Yes.
Because if she's Indian and she's saying the fertility of her country, I don't think she's been looking at birth rates.
Happen, and if they didn't exploit and extract resources until my ancestors were left with nothing to eat, we wouldn't move to this grain-heavy, very little nutritious diet that we have today.
Oh, you see, the English, when they moved to the UK, when the Indians moved there, everybody shoved bread and grain into their mouths. Everybody knows this. Like, as soon as the immigrants get here, we just stuff their face full of food and, treat them like princes and princesses all the time. Ask anybody who came to
an entire
Yeah.
Roasted piggy.
Yes.
Also,
And no, that's just her with an apple in her mouth, April. How dare you?
Shit. Sorry.
if white people didn't come to the Indian subcontinent, then my ancestors would not go through 50 small, medium, large famines in a period of 200 years.
Yeah, you guys were really fucking killing it before the British got there. I mean, you had all kinds of technology and, farming.
Do you ever just stare at someone and be like, how did you get here?
And like, if you spent as much time trying to lose weight as you did blaming people from 300-400 years ago for your problems, you'd be a supermodel by now.
You know what I'd respect? Every time you do a rant like this on TikTok, be on your treadmill.
Yeah,
Go for
that's
a
good. Do
walk.
your rants while you're exercising.
Yes.
Yeah, but then she couldn't blame white people when she got skinny.
She could blame, look, white people are the reason I have to be doing this right now.
Yeah, there you go.
God.
That's a lot. And in 1943,
She'd be
nearly
cute if she
3
lost
million
weight.
people would not have died due to starvation and malnutrition.
All right, look, maybe that part's true.
And if that didn't happen, then this entire place and the people of this place would not adapt to survive on lower calories.
Don't you hate it when, like, people have a rant and they run out of bullshit and they try to pull bullshit out of thin air while they're ranting? And it's like, dude, just cut it now.
I feel like that's been this whole rant.
Right. It's like she's just like, and then they would. Like, it's funny when people catch themselves in logical loopholes and or like logical whirlpools, so to speak. And they're just like, oh, shit, circular logic. Fuck. Then they had to go. They're white.
She's literally blaming her weight on people discovering new land.
Yes.
We also wouldn't biologically be programmed to hold on to more fat because my genes, they all
Are bursting.
At the seams.
always think, okay, you're gonna die. At some point, there's gonna be a famine. You will not have food.
Oh,
and
it's
you're
full
gonna
circle
die.
now.
Ma'am, I don't think that's how genetics work, but okay.
I would also not be prone to diabetes, high blood pressure, heart diseases, and all.
I'm starting to think it's the fact that you're probably pushing 2 bills on the scale that might have something to do with the diabetes and the high blood pressure and all that. But you know what? You're right. It's all our fault.
Somebody somewhere told her that story.
Yeah.
And she's regurgitating
Probably
it.
in college, and she never questioned it.
That was a college
You know.
thing, and I do appreciate it at the least that it came full circle. Like
Yep.
when she said that she was biologically programmed to hang on to fat, that was okay.
Yeah. I'll say this. If you want to blame white people for the reason that you can't lose weight, you know what I say as a white guy? Put it on my tab. Put it on the old tab. Rack it up with the rest of these white devils. That's what I say. All right, guys, we got $20 coming in from 1-2 Skip to my Lou. What does that mean?
Thank you.
$50 away from today's goal. So this is going to be a very, very short panhandling, what do we call it? Offering plate segment. Let's go ahead and fire up the music. We're only $50 away from our goal. Let's all chip in and knock it out. Here we go. We got 3.5 minutes until the end of tonight's show. Unless we knock out that $50 goal, we then add another 30 minutes to the program. And believe me, guys, we have not gone through much today. We got plenty to talk about on today's show. Apparently, Tommy Lee is being sued, or he's in some kind of shit for a show he did. I've got the creepiest fucking furniture commercial you've ever seen.
That didn't look good.
Yeah, we're going to check in on Los Angeles. Jimmy Kimmel is probably going to end up apologizing for a bit he did at the Emmys. So we got a lot of stuff coming up in overtime. Thank you very much to Jake for the $9.99 super sticker. We take 70% of that. $45 away from the goal. Shitty Imposter Syndrome says, damn, I really wish I could contribute, y'all. There's way more you can do to contribute than just giving us money. Share the show. Tell people to subscribe to it. Give us a good thumbs up there. Give us a like. Subscribe to the channel. All that shit. And look, if you got $5 a month, become a member. You're good to me. I see that green thing over the letters on your name. I know that you've done what you can.
Pretty cool.
To support Steel Toe. So that means we are $45 away from meeting our goal. Shut the F up. Karen says, I will do 25 if someone else does the rest. All right. So shut the F up. Karen says, if we get this down to 25, she's going to knock out the rest. There we go. The PayPal link is in the chat. There's also super chats and memberships that count as well. Yes, April.
Did you see the TMZ Kelly Ripa article?
I did not. You can tell me all about it right now.
I saw the headline was that she blacked out during sex with her husband and woke up in the ER. And when I read that this morning, it was ironically when you were talking about some COVID cures, if you know what I mean. And I just wonder. Because I didn't read the article yet.
If Kelly Ripa is maybe getting COVID fucked, and it's a side effect of the old vax. I don't know.
I don't know what I can say here.
I don't know. I've never. Maybe she just likes to get choked. She could just be a total hoe.
She totally blacked out during sex and woke up in the emergency room, though.
Oh, damn.
Weird.
Thank you very much to Mikey Two Milks for becoming a Yeehaw Club member. That puts us at 40.
Thank you.
And then Need Trump and Shut the F Up Karen with $25. That's going to put us at $15.
Thank you.
Away from our goal tonight. We got 1 minute left, and I think we'll knock out that 15 in that 1 minute. There's the PayPal link in the chat. You've also got super chats and memberships. We take 70% of that.
Oop.
And there we go. Informal warfare with 20. We take 15, and
Thanks,
the goal has been met. Thank you guys very much. Boy, I tell you, I am humbled. You guys answered the fucking bell after a rough night last night. You guys made up for that. And now Derek with $20 on PayPal. That's going to bring us a little bit closer.
Thank you.
To bringing tomorrow's goal down, tomorrow night's goal a little bit further down. So thank you very much for that. The goal has been met today.
Very cool, guys.
Guys, again, every time that we hit the goal, we always say this, and it's always 99% of the time we're knocking that goal out. Thank you once again. That is the only way this show stays on the air. When we left radio 2 years ago, we said, hey, we're kind of throwing this into the audience's hand. Can we still do this show for a living? And you guys have answered through the years with a resounding yes as the show continues to grow here on YouTube. We do appreciate it. So thank you all very, very much.
It is humbling.
Mr. Nobody says tiny hole hype. That's right. We took that big gaping hole.
We shrunk
at the beginning of the show. We filled it full of giant meaty cocks, and we got it back down to sphincter size.
Can you show us what that looks like?
That was our butthole at the beginning of the show. Now it's like that.
That one doesn't make sounds.
That was a wrinkly anus. No, a wrinkly anus doesn't make any noises. It's airtight.
So does that mean you're just extra loose?
Your asshole can't even
Because yours
queef
sounds
at that rate.
very noisy.
Telling you. All right. Well, thank you guys very much. We got a half hour left in tonight's show. Let's talk about Tommy Lee. I think this is bullshit. Tommy Lee had to go through, or is going through some bullshit. He's not being sued, but somebody who went to the concert is being a complete rat fuck asshole and tattling on Tommy Lee.
At a Motley Crue concert, I can't imagine any rat fuck assholes going to those.
They were upset that Tommy Lee encouraged people to take their genitals out during the show.
Okay.
You know, the guy who's known for fucking Pamela Anderson on camera,
right,
encouraged you to do dirty shit.
Wow. That's
crazy.
Really far out, man.
I do want to make Nate happy before we continue. He is being a little pouty. He says, I left some banger comments tonight and was largely ignored. Very dissatisfied right now.
Aww.
Nate, let me tell you something. I saw a lot of your comments tonight. I really enjoyed them. I did mean to get to them. I just fucked up. Nate, my bad.
I didn't see any of them.
I read them in my head and I enjoyed them. I forgot to verbalize them, and that's on me, pal. Nate said, April looks like she wants to go to bed.
What?
Not exactly a banger comment. He did enjoy the jeans are bursting joke.
Yeah.
He says, I was August Ames' favorite listener. It's flexing. He also says, this is a nice show. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it.
Now let's make this all about Nate.
I'm just scrolling up. Well, guys, look, we'll get to the Tommy Lee thing in a second. I got to make Nate happy here first. Out of the hundreds, if not, we may get to 1,000 views live here tonight. And out of the 1,500 to 2,000 people who will listen to this evening show by the time it's all said and done, I want to make sure I make Nate happy.
You should.
All right?
I told Nate last night I'm always happy to see him.
Nate, it's always great to see you. You and Bumba Clo are our favorite Red Bar dissidents, if you will. He said, I never said a thing about August Ames. What the fuck? You said you were August's favorite listener after somebody wrote R.I.P. August Ames.
Aaron, that means the month. He never said August Ames. He said he was August's favorite listener. Dumb shit.
Somebody said R.I.P. August Ames right before that, and I went, oh, that must be what it means. He was the listener of the month for August, is what he's saying.
Yeah,
See, he
see?
writes August the month, asshole. I mean, I don't know if I deserve that.
So wait, he's the asshole of August? August the month asshole?
I mean, I
This really can go deep here.
feeling quite a bit insulted at the moment.
He
tell you
said it
that.
looks like I want to go to bed.
He did. But then he said, thank you, April. Hey, can I ask you a
I don't
question?
know how to
Why
read
did you
this
draw
down.
a dick and hairy balls on the same piece of paper that you wrote PB and J on?
So early in this show, we were talking about how we had a gaping hole, right? And by the
Yeah.
way, this is on the back of a Midland Armory sticker.
Yeah, Derek, I know you're watching right now. She drew a dick and hairy balls on your sticker.
So we started out saying how we really had to fuck this gaping hole of a budget, goal thing. And then it got tighter. So I drew the bear dick first. And every time you did like a super, super racist sounding thing, then I'm like, oh, fuck, I need to update my resume. I drew a hair on a ball. I have 6 hairs.
You are dick crazy right now. Hey, I have a question for you guys. Would you rather hear about the Tommy Lee story, or would you rather hear about, I want to see if I can find this, or would you rather listen to, was it a back and forth between Ethan Ralph and Owen Benjamin?
No, that would be fun.
Ethan Ralph stream sniping Owen Benjamin's IG stream. Ralph will need a handwritten apology from Owen to stop the incoming onslaught. There is no stopping the Ralpha mail. Ew. I just cringe every time I hear Ralpha mail. So wait a minute. Ethan, Ralph, and Owen are beefing now?
Give me a second. I looked for Owen on Instagram the other day, and he didn't have one. So how is he doing an Instagram stream?
I don't know. That's very
Come on,
interesting.
man. I want to talk to him.
Now, the other thing I heard, someone just said something about Ethan Ralph. Exactly 6 million said, did you see Carl was on a show with Ethan Ralph? I would love to see that too. I might watch both of those after the show tonight when I'm uploading the evening show to Patreon. By the way, if you want an audio-only version of the show to listen to whenever you want, patreon.com/SteelToe Show, if you'd like that. Marquis says, April is truly a delight.
What a sweetie pie.
Very nice
I'm
of
glad
him.
he's here.
I love the drama between John and Shitty. I don't know what that means. Skills Carmite says, Owen updates are always top priority. And by the way, Owen is Bard King 777
Thank you.
on Instagram. So if you could write to Owen and say, hey, send him some links of our videos,
How did
because I
this
think we've been nice to Owen, and say, would you like to come on our show? And, just talk a little shit with us.
Now, is he safe on our show, though?
I don't know.
That's risky.
Alex Jones is banned from YouTube, and the ROTC guys had him on.
Who do we contact to find out?
And
though?
also Channel 5 News, all gas, no brakes. He had Alex Jones on. So, I mean, Owen's got to be okay, right? To just have him on your channel as a guest.
I don't know. And as somebody who, this is my livelihood, I get scared. Okay.
Can you have a banned YouTuber as a guest? If YouTube channel is suspended, what happens to other YouTube channels under the same Google account? That's not what I want to know. Can you have someone's YouTube channel banned? How many reports? How long does a YouTube ban last? Well, that's not what I wanted to fucking know. Hey, you guys are useless, Google. God damn you. All right.
Well, I did write that down.
Looks like we're doing the Tommy Lee thing because I can't really find a good clip of the Owen Benjamin. I mean, I can find a good clip of the Ethan Ralph Owen Benjamin thing, but I can't, they're not going at it. It's just Ethan's watching Owen's stream, and then a bunch of Ethan Ralph's people go into his stream. It's a bunch of childish nonsense.
Okay.
I want to see the two of them, get after it.
Smashing.
Yeah, I want to see them fuck. That's what I want to see. All right, let's do the Tommy
How do
Lee
you find
story.
Owen under Ralph?
Well, Owen has to be under Ralph.
Right. How would you ever see him?
Or no, Owen has to be on top. Because otherwise Owen would die. Because Ethan is gigantically bulbous.
Oh, the logistics are really mind-boggling.
He's the gunt.
Stop it. I don't know if I don't know if I hate that or Ralph male more.
You don't like that the Ralpha male is also the gunt?
That hurts me physically.
The Ralpha gunt.
No.
You don't like that one?
No.
Sounds like elephant.
I hate these words.
Which is also fitting.
They're not words.
All right, here's the Tommy Lee story. Apparently, they did a Motley Crue show, and they did Motley Crue shit at a Motley Crue show. And then I'm guaranteeing it's a woman. Some lady got fucking bitchy about it. Let's take a listen.
Only on 7 now, a concert goer is speaking out against the actions of rock band Motley Crue after the band's drummer.
Here's the weird thing about Asian news ladies. Get ready for an Omaha.
Fuck.
Here's the thing about Asian news ladies.
Another ball hair.
When they're cute, I can never tell if they're 27 or 42. That's a compliment and racist at the same time.
I don't know. They take such nice care of themselves.
Asked attendees to expose them.
She looks like she could be 27. She talks like a professional 40-year-old lady.
She looks like she's a solid 39 years old.
All right. Good 39, though?
Duh.
Solid 39. All right.
Themselves, and some did, in front of children.
So let's go back.
Speaking out against the actions of rock band Motley Crue after the band's drummer asked attendees to expose themselves, and some did.
That's just,
well, if Tommy Lee tells you to whip out your dick, you'll whip out your dick.
I've done much less, or I've done about the same for less at Hogs and Heifers for Aaron.
That's true. We both pulled out our tits at Hogs and Heifers before noon.
I didn't tell anyone that.
I just did.
That's good.
There were a bunch of slutty girl bartenders, and they wanted to put stickers on our nipples. So I pulled my tits out, and they put stickers on my nipples. And then April did too. We were like the only...
Aaron bullied me until I did the same.
We were the only fucking people there, and the slutty...
No, my friend from Canada.
Well, the slutty bartenders wanted to put pasties on them. We were the life of the party.
My guy friend Greg from Canada was right next to me and saw everything.
We were at the Mob Museum, and he happened to be there. Let's relax on the friend
We drank moonshine together.
Yes, of course we did.
In front of children. Juan Alvarez and his sister Sylvia have been attending concerts since they were kids.
First of all, let's stop pretending that people whip their dick out in front of this kid. This picture was clearly taken in 1987.
What? What do you mean?
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, look at what Tommy Lee did. This poor fat, chubby teenager was subjected to this. That picture was taken when Reagan was president.
Can't you just look away if you don't like the dicks?
That's what I keep telling you.
Is it that hard?
But, you know.
What?
They attended the Motley Crue show at Oracle Park on Wednesday.
More like Oral Park.
Quite
Not bad.
A surprise as founding member Tommy Lee asked the crowd to expose their genitals. Alvarez was shocked and says it was traumatizing to see so many people take part.
There were so many members.
They said they were traumatized. See, this is why the news sucks, because they can't say what they really mean, which is Alvarez said he was traumatized to see so many dicks.
Just so many wieners everywhere.
It was just an oncoming wave of cocks. I felt like Jon Snow in the Battle of the Bastards when the cavalry's coming at him. I had my sword out, but there were too many dicks.
Just a general stench of balls.
Just
in the
ball
air.
stench all over.
Oh, ew.
Smelled like nuts and weed.
You can
in
smell
that
it for the
place.
vomit, though.
Yeah.
Minors and everybody was forced to see various people nude on the big screen.
First
Lucky
of all,
day.
you rat sack piece of shit. Number two, who the fuck is bringing their kids to a Motley Crue show?
That's seriously bad parenting.
First of all, it's bad parenting. And number two, if you're under the age of 18 and you like Motley Crue, you're fucking you're a dork.
Brainwashed.
I like Motley Crue and I'm 15. Beat that kid up all the time. Even if you're an adult. No, I'm just kidding.
If I was at a Motley Crue concert, though, and Tommy Lee told me to pull my tits out, I would. Okay.
Well, you're a whore.
For a concert situation of that nature, yes.
Tommy Lee, there's two rules. Tommy Lee tells you to pull your dick out, you pull your dick out.
Mm-hmm.
Samuel L. Jackson tells you to say the N-word, you say the N-word.
You really like to remember that one, though.
We're going to play that clip right after this. That fucking pasty-ass white boy not saying the N-word when Samuel L. Jackson told him to.
Look, I'd be nervous, too. Like, what if he's...
I wouldn't.
What if he's fronting on me and he didn't really mean it, and then I say it and he kicks my ass?
I would look him right in the eye and I would say, Mr. Jackson, I've been waiting for you to ask me this. Ooh. I've been waiting for you to ask me this my entire life. And I'd go, and I'd fucking sing it to him. And I'd say, I've been practicing that in my bathroom mirror every Thursday for 25 minutes. Hoping that you would ask me that.
And everyone around us was doing it too. It was like Sodom and Gomorrah, it was crazy.
If you don't want Sodom and Gomorrah, don't go to an 80s rock show.
Don't go to a rock concert.
They're 65-year-old perverts. That's all they are.
Honestly, every rock concert ever, that's all they are. That's it.
If you were a Motley Crue fan when Motley Crue was around, how old are you now? You're probably 60, aren't you?
63.
It's rough.
It's against the law to expose yourself in front of kids or anybody, and especially in front of 30,000 people.
Well, guess what? They learned a valuable lesson. Don't bring your fucking kids to a rock concert. Dicks might be around.
Now, ABC 7 News.
Plus, you're Latino. You're Catholic. It's not the first dick you've ever seen.
Oh, my God.
What? Omaha.
That is 7 ball hairs now. Okay.
Ooh, I didn't know we were measuring my racism in ball hairs.
Tonight we are.
Reached out to a Giant spokesperson who confirmed there had been several complaints and expressed their concern to promoters. The Giant staff was not involved in show production. Alvarez plans to file a police report with SFPD for the indecent exposure and has no plans to ever return to another Motley Crue show again.
Good. You'll wreck it for everybody. Jesus. Everybody just wants to pull their cock out at a rock show, and here's old Tattletale McGillicuddy wrecking it for everyone.
Like, I'm over here at the concert like, whoa, I didn't know it was my birthday. There's just dicks everywhere, and then he's got to get all mad about it.
Bothered by so many dicks. Wait till they work at an office, says G's He's Tail. Whoo, got him. Shitty Imposter Syndrome says, I got jacked off at a Motley Crue concert.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Marquis says, say the N-word, Aaron. You're not Samuel L. Jackson, and YouTube frowns upon that. Informal Warfare says, what if he's fronting on me? That was, what was that about acting different around black people? Says it. Yeah, did you just say, what if he's fronting on you?
I say that about everyone.
Right.
Is that another thing I can't say? I say that Gordy is fronting on his Winky treat upstairs when he's fucking swatting at it.
You do keep it 100.
Fuck you.
That is true.
I quit.
I'm finna tell everybody that you keep it 100.
I think you're fronting.
No cap. Straight bussin'.
Fuck.
Oh, Squirrel Boy Q says, oh, but Bubba straight up gives you a pass and you didn't do shit. Who? What? Wait, what?
Who did what now?
But who gave me an... If I missed an N-word pass, I'm very upset. Martin Birchall says, do you have plans to interview the film star William Shatner about being on Star Trek and starring on T.J. Hooker and being a film director and film producer on Star Trek movies? Yes, Martin. Just...
It was very specific.
Mr. Shatner just doesn't believe this show's big enough. What a dick. Well, if you guys would get us to 5,000 subs, maybe we'll get Shatner.
Yes, let's hit our goal.
Standalone Kate Corn says, that kind of shit should only happen at library drag shows. He said, he raises a good point. Angry Mango says, Mr. Alvarez said he'd only take his kids to drag queen shows from now on. Exactly. That damn Motley Crue and that rock music.
He will only take them to drag shows where he's expecting the dicks. He doesn't like unexpected dicks.
Right, it's only the surprise of the dicks that really upsets that man.
Surprise of the Dicks would be a great movie.
That's my favorite Star Wars episode.
My God.
Surprise of the Dicks. That was the one where Palpatine sexually assaulted the Jedi Council and they all reported him and nothing happened. It's a really fun.
Wait, so it's just kind of like...
That's what created the
Were
awkwardness.
they the young Padawans? Was it much like the...
Yeah.
Catholic?
He fed Kit Fisto some wine and he just fucked him right in the ass. Old Kit Fisto was powerless to oppose him.
Kid Fisto was fisted.
Yeah, we are going to call you Kid Fisto after I'm done.
Kid Fister.
Yeah. That was actually Palpatine's
Kid
name.
Fister.
After that was Kid Fister.
Oh my God.
Hello, Kid Fister. That's not my name. It will be. All right. What did I want to look up?
Nope. No.
What?
You do this
Shut the
too much.
I do
you
it.
live and breathe your life by this clip.
This is what I mean by if Samuel Jackson, and sorry, geez, he's tall. I've been misreading your name for months.
What did you say?
I keep saying, geez, he's tail, which makes no fucking sense.
You also say the Pen 15 thing instead of penis, flathead.
Because it's Pen 15. That's an old gag from back in the elementary school days.
Okay.
Squirrel Boy Q says, at the anniversary show, you got an N pass and refused to use it. That's because I was being tricked.
That is true. I graduated with that guy. He was cool.
He was tricky. He was tricking me.
No, he's cool.
All right, this is what I mean by if Samuel L. Jackson tells you to say the N-word, you say the fucking N-word. This little cowardly shithead was interviewing Sam for Django.
I'm always going to back up this reporter on this.
Nope.
He could lose his job.
Fuck that. You got a story to tell.
That's like saying, what if we lost our job here?
I guarantee this guy ain't doing shit anyway. All right, let's check it out. Let's see
He's
what
sitting with Samuel L. Jackson.
happens. 10 years ago. Now
he was
what?
big shit 10 years ago.
He actually served me my cheeseburger at Burger King today. I'm just kidding. It was 2 black ladies. They were very pleasant. All right, let's continue. However, the person making the burgers, the crabby Latino woman, she didn't seem too pleasant. All right, let's continue on here. Samuel L. Jackson instructs you to say the N-word.
A lot of controversy surrounding the usage of the N-word in this movie. And
No, nobody, none. The word would be.
Oh, I don't want to say it.
Why not?
I don't like to say it.
Have you ever said it?
No, sir.
Try it.
Bullshit. Okay, this is where I hate this guy first. At least he could have been honest. I feel like if you lie to Samuel L. Jackson, you lie to God.
He has to be professional here. You always skate over
But a
that.
guy like Samuel L. Jackson appreciates your honesty more than he hates your racism.
I can understand that part too. But
If I'm sitting there and I'm this guy and I go, I don't know if I should say it. He goes, have you ever said it? I go, oh, yeah, shitloads of time, but never in front of you. He would be like, you know what? Goddamn, I respect that. So why won't you say it now? I'm like, you're promising me that you will put in a good word with my bosses if I ask you the question with the word in it. Yeah, fuck yeah. All right. You have a problem with them saying the word in this movie?
okay, but then his boss hears him say, yeah, I've said the N-word a whole bunch of times, and then they fire him anyways.
I always make sure I say it in job interviews so they don't get surprised by it. Yeah, sometimes I just,
I can back this guy up.
wild hair up my ass and...
You don't need a wild hair up your ass to say that word.
Oh,
Aaron.
how fucking dare you?
I don't like to say it.
Try it.
Really? Seriously?
We're not going to have this conversation unless you say it.
See, that's where you say it because Samuel L.
look,
Jackson
though.
is now yelling at you to say he's demanding you say the N-word.
I see it as taunting.
No, he is not fucking around.
You want to move on to another question?
Okay, awesome. I don't want to say it.
Come on.
Will you say it?
No, fuck no.
See?
It's not the same thing.
Why do you want me to
They're
say
going to bleep it when you say it on your show. So say it.
I can't say it. If I say it, this question, it won't make air.
Okay, forget it.
Okay, I'll skip it. Sorry, guys. It was a good question.
No, it wasn't.
It was a great question.
It wasn't a great question if you can't say the word.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I also think Samuel L. Jackson is just taunting this guy literally because he's the more important man in the room, and he thought it was funny.
You're safe around Sam. Here.
No.
I'm going to put a poll up in the chat. Should he have said it? Yes or no? There.
People
Boom.
aren't going to answer this honestly.
Now it's up in the chat. Should the guy have said it if Samuel L. Jackson told him to say it?
If anyone is in his position, they're saying no, honestly, because they don't want to be fired.
Fucking cowards.
That's it.
Then. Fucking cowards. Mr. Nobody says, he let it go during a rap song. I don't like it when people lie about that question. You know who does that all the time? Sean Hannity. Whenever he talks about race, he goes, I've never even thought that word. I'm like, really? You've never drove? Ever once? Just having fun over here. I'm just having fun. Umberto's #1 fan says, so bummed I missed you guys tonight. Oh, sorry, ahead in the chat.
Oh.
That's fine. Shane F. says, we're watching Mark Furman tell us he never said the N-word. Exactly. And then they find out he did. See, you're just going to look like a dick if they have evidence that you did.
Or again, is he just saying that to save face at his job?
I always, whenever, I've never told anyone this before.
I'm sure Oh, go ahead.
Whenever, people don't know this about me, but I've been secretly doing PI work for Samuel L. Jackson his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
And he always gives me a heads up 24 hours before he interviews with somebody. And I always dig up evidence of them saying the N-word and I give it to him. So whenever he tells them, have you ever said the N-word? And they say no, he goes, oh yeah, well my PI pulled up proof that you said it before. That's me.
It's a dirty move.
I'm like the Santa Claus of the N-word. I know when you've said it and I know when you haven't.
I want a saucy.
And I give you presents if you have.
I want a saucy piece of chicken right now.
All right. Well, that's good. We're talking about the N-word and you go to chicken. Draw another ball hair for yourself.
No.
The fuck is
No,
wrong
you know
with
what I get?
What? A vagina?
I get a vein.
Oh, okay. We had a vein when April's
a wiener
racist.
vein.
And we get ball
I
hairs.
wish I could show them. This is a cute little guy. Little chode.
He is a chody guy. He's not going to get you much penetration, so I hope your G-spot is right by the wall. I hope he's like a middle school dance, just hanging out by the wall at the door.
He's got girth.
Yeah, I guess. I'll say it if April tells me to let alone Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, see, some people don't need that much of a push.
All right, say it.
Shitty imposter syndrome says, "Oh, Samuel was trolling for sure." I don't think so.
Yes, he was. The laugh, the look on his face, he's absolutely trolling. He knows better.
60% of the chat says the guy should have said it. I just scream it at the top of my lungs every time I sing to an Ice Cube or Wu-Tang song, says Mad Max Mardigan. Nate says, "Isn't it sexy when a woman uses the N-word?" Only hard R though, right?
And in private.
And
it's just you and her.
And at a black person. No, I'm just kidding.
This is when I do it, yes.
Piffy Puff, this is when I do it. Piffy Puff says, "My sister was at that concert in Alabama when Kendrick invited the white girl on stage, said it, and the crowd booed her off." Did he tell her to say it?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I'm just saying, like, you probably, whether you typically say it or not, whether you're in the crowd singing with his songs or not, you probably don't do it when people have a spotlight on you.
Mr. Nobody says, Chris Rock said white people can during a song. Well, you know, I don't want, my whole thing is I don't want to disrespect the art, you know?
God, you're a piece of shit.
I don't want to be disrespecting the art. We've only got 5 minutes left in the show. Let's do one that's not going to take very long. We've already done the PB&J Rock story about him getting shot at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. That
sounds so good right now, though.
Do you know how many office places in America that know about that story are just sitting there going,
Why?
Don't say it.
Stop.
A rapper getting shot at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. They're like, ugh.
Lunch dinner was catered by Roscoe's now.
They got 18 jokes that they've written in their head, and they just can't say them because it would be insensitive at the time and a little too boop.
You know who I feel
on the
bad
nose
for sometimes?
I'm interested to hear.
I feel bad for, you and I watched Penn and Teller recently live, right?
Yes.
I feel bad for Teller sometimes because what if he hears something really funny and really wants to say it like to somebody else and he can't?
April, you are a noob to Penn and Teller. I want to tell you something about Teller.
Okay.
Teller was a silent magician even before he met Penn Jillette, so he has no urge to talk on stage. He believes it takes away from the magic.
I knew that part actually. So
you are
before you call me a buffoon,
you are projecting your own insecurity about speaking onto Teller, an insecurity he does not possess.
I want him to be able to laugh.
He doesn't need to, and he does laugh. He laughed when we were there.
He's silent chuckle. It's not a satisfying.
Smiles and he chuckles. He's a good kid. An armed Pennsylvania man in a rainbow wig who was trying to restore Trump as president was arrested at a Dairy Queen in Westmoreland County, Pennsylvania. He got lost on his way to D.C.
Oh, my God.
He wanted a blizzard, and he had a rainbow wig on. He was trying to put Trump back in there. And boy, Mike Lindell hitting the crack pipe hard again, huh?
You had to stop for a blizzard as a refreshment?
Yeah.
What?
The wigged man who reportedly told police he, quote, talks to God. Makes sense.
Don't we all?
Is 61-year-old Jan Stawovi of Hunker, Pennsylvania. Police were called Saturday afternoon due to Stawovi driving erratically. Well, if you had a clown wig on and were trying to install Trump as president, you'd be a little all over the road.
You're a man named Jan.
Maybe it's Jan.
It's probably Jan.
While looking for his Jeep, police said they were informed he pulled into a Dairy Queen on Greensburg Street. And he was inside wearing a bright yellow vest, a rainbow wig, and carrying a handgun. That's a guy you don't fuck with because he ain't bluffing.
But you can't miss him at least. You see him coming.
That's true.
It's like a warning.
After arriving, police made contact with Stawovi. According to the affidavit, he first claimed he was working, quote, undercover with Pennsylvania State Police working on a major drug sting. When that story didn't check out, police said that Stawovi claimed he talked to God and was a prophet and would kill all the Democrats because Trump was still president.
Oh.
I'm starting to think they weren't taking this guy seriously.
Yeah, maybe they should.
He said he was working to restore Trump to president of the United States. Stawovi reportedly claimed he knew the Dairy Queen workers and they would vouch for him. You're fucking fired if you do.
See, to me, again, this is like one of the reasons Trump can't be president ever again because this guy's on his side.
We can't empower this asshole.
We can't have this.
The manager told police that he was in the store earlier that same day and just put $120 on the counter and said it was a tip for non-Democrats. But other than that, they don't know who he is. Stovey was taken into custody without further incident. A search of his car turned up 2 more loaded handguns, a 9mm and a .22. What was he, shooting varmints? Along with 62 rounds of ammunition. That's not very much. Trying to restore Trump as president.
They're expensive. Come on.
Police noted that Stovey didn't have a concealed carry permit. Wait, hold on. Time out. You're telling me the guy who was wearing a rainbow wig and a yellow vest and had a gun on him didn't have the proper permits for it?
No.
Knock me over with a goddamn feather is what I say.
Shocking.
All right, guys. It looks like 58% of you said that the guy should have said it when Samuel L. Jackson told him to. Yeah. Chris says April Imholt, more like April I'm hot is what she says probably.
Yes. Question mark.
I'm sorry, we're keeping people in the lurch. They're saying, but did he succeed? No informal warfare. He did not.
Trump's not president today?
Didn't work out. Damn. Didn't work out. It's probably why they raided, what is it? It's probably why they raided Mike Lindell. They probably thought he was the guy in the wig. Maybe.
I would like you to point out something. That poll that you took was a lot closer than you thought it would be, isn't it?
Accurate. We're out of time. That's it for tonight. We hope you guys had a great time. Thank you for knocking out that huge goal we had. We appreciate that.
Thank you for fucking your hole.
Getting into tomorrow night's goal, which is a little higher from Monday, but not too crazy. We'll see if we can get there as well. 6 a.m. Central Time tomorrow morning. Make sure to join us. Hit the subscribe button. Like this video. That does wonders for us. April, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you to all of you. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning.